the show already. Sheesh.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hello, Sister Sal. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Faves. How are you doing? So good to see you all here. Let me adjust my microphone. Get it closer. Closer. Hey, Auntie M. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, you made it. Look, you did it. You did it. Hey, Island. How are you? Yeah, just waiting on the numbers to be sent to me so we can pick up where we were or wherever you left off. Hey, Audrey, I sent you an email. If you could let me know which item it is you're wanting so I know how much of a gift card to send you for your win last week, please send me another email. Let me know what it is that you would like so that I know that I send you the right thing. So, hello, Allie Riddle. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Whew. It has been crazy. I was up all night last night because I had a steroid shot yesterday for my hands because they weren't great, and made me all wired. So I had a bunch of work I needed to get done anyway. So I guess it's all good. Hey, Froggy Numbers, good to see you. Patty B, hello, hello. Oh, well, you don't have to do it right this second, Audrey Little, but I just need to know. I want to make sure you didn't get lost in the shuffle. Oh, you may be in and out. Yikes. Rumble Weaver, hello. You need to watch the first part. Do you? I mean, I don't think you made it too far on Venoms. I'm not sure. That's who started it. I think she was about, let me see. I think she was about an hour and 48 minutes in. So not too much. A lot of it's the recording from the documentary, people who were recording their conversations with him while they were waiting to actually start filming the documentary, because apparently Keefe wanted to change clothes. So they did some candid stuff. And I ended up in the Thunderdome watching Rackets. I was listening to Rackets while I worked, Fletcher. So I was chiming in occasionally. Hello, Bingo Barnes. Good to see you. Yeah. So what a night. Crazy. Oh, look. We have company. Hello. Oh, did I just remove you? There you are. Hello, Star. Oh, look. Faves is sending over the number, the number.
I got him.
Oh, you got it? Excellent. Yep. So you didn't make it far this morning?
No, we did not. We should probably pick up the speed a little.
Yeah, I was going to change it up to, I usually run it at about 1:30. That seems to be like a decent speed, and you can still follow along, especially with the closed captions for the interpreting impaired. Definitely a lot of that going on. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. What do you think?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's get started. Go full screen and play.
Shit, it changed my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug, I was making all them hundreds of millions with, fucking went to Bogotá level. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to get caught up in our bullshit. You know, I wish I would have listened to him. I should have jumped on the plane with his ass to Bogotá. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Where'd Kazi go?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Did you come over?
And my wife, they on my ass.
Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe not.
Yeah,
I thought I saw him.
Okay, about the Bogotá?
No. About Tupac. Like, did you ever feel bad? I mean, this is a kid on,
Okay, you can see that.
I was like, to me, it was an ignorant kid in the prime of his life doing stupid shit out here. Also,
stupid is, stupid does.
Shot the police on the island. You know what I'm saying? Jumped on my nephew.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you're a rapper. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your fucking lane. You're not a gangster. You're a fucking rapper. I told you earlier.
You're muffed.
Stay in your fucking lane, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So he should have just stayed in his lane. I hated having to him. Stuff like that. You know, it really changed my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? My plug left. Shit, I met him.
Number 9.
I'm going to jail.
Got it.
Wish I was gonna been on the plane with his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I hate it happen, bro. You know?
If
That
Tupac
was a slacker.
had not gotten involved with your nephew in the lobby of the MGM, would he still be alive?
I don't know. He ignorant. Some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Dude, you know what I'm saying? I guess he went with that mob. And that shit went through his head on me.
We're
You know what I'm saying?
continuing.
That's the way I feel about it.
Not starting over.
That shit went through his head. And shit, he's ignorant, so he run into a lot of problems out there trying to be a game member.
I mean, starting over
Okay.
from yesterday, but not from part
See, in our
1.
community-
Started over on.
We try to get up.
Yeah, we ended at
Try to face
1
sports,
hour and 45
rap,
minutes. We're
stuff
starting
like
it
that,
at 1
get up
hour
out
and
the game.
45
Like,
minutes.
our motive is to get up out the game, like get us a home, get us a family. These motherfuckers nowadays is got millions of dollars enjoying their fucking game.
Oh,
That shit is
continuing
backwards.
bingo, Island.
You know what I'm saying?
Continuing
backwards.
bingo.
Chris Brown, Soldier Boy, Justin Bieber. You gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? You got all that money, get away from this bullshit. Because all it leads to is jail, penitentiary, and heartache for your
45
family.
is in there.
You know what I'm saying?
45
People
was
out here, we
in
grew
there
up
all
in this
along.
shit. You guys from another town, dude. You need to leave that shit alone. Take it from Keefe D. Leave that shit alone. Whatever.
So let me ask that question again. I really like that answer, by the way. I think it's true. It's like everyone's going,
Yeah, these kids from Virginia becoming being game members. That's stupid. That's
So-
backwards.
So is
The real game members is trying to get up out this shit.
if that shit hadn't happened with Orlando, would you have left it alone that day?
Yes. Me and Suge is friends. We were friends. We grew up together. Shit when the shit that never happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, try to,
That shit shouldn't have never happened. Because me and this guy grew up together. We was friends since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you the whole truth about this shit, about the balls.
okay, but this brings up a good question. Did Suge know that who he was dealing with Orlando? Did he know that he was your nephew?
I told you, Moon Man came and said, Keefe D nephew. LA Times, Keefe D nephew.
I don't mean then. I mean before.
What?
Before he kicked him in the head.
I don't know. I think that was a stupid choice. But he did say that night, he told them police that night that Keefe D nephew, Keefe D nephew. You know what I'm saying? He did say that. You know what I'm saying? He keep on saying he ain't said nothing. Bitch, you know you said something. You know what I'm saying? Why you use my name? But I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get me arrested too.
Right.
Yeah.
Orlando had a deal, right, to testify for Suge? Can you talk about that?
What's that?
You heard me. Orlando had a deal to testify for Suge. So at one point.
You taking all the stories out of my book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You make my book no good no more.
Hey, this is good promotion for your book.
What's that?
This is good promotion for your book.
Oh, you know about that too? You just told me about your book. No, I'm talking about the meeting.
Oh. I don't know. But is there any truth to that? That Orlando agreed to a deal to testify for Suge?
Okay. What's that? We're not gonna go to that one. Okay. I'm gonna say me something for my motherfucker. What the hell? No surprises? Hey, homie, yeah. You did your work though. I'm not even
Right?
I'll see you.
Wow. More concerned about his book.
Right.
Interesting. This is all Zach's fault. Tiffany Bob backwards cowgirl TA. Okay.
Yeah, Zach will definitely lead people into some trouble. So
Just
beware.
call him clammy panties or something. He'll like it.
He loves clammy panties.
I see.
Well, next time we talk, I'm going to drill you on those. There's no,
All right.
There's no escaping it. Nora, are we good? You have
Oh,
anything?
yeah, I did. I need to do this.
Probably Liz.
Yeah, how's the structure?
No bond.
Oh,
Look at me, don't look at me.
okay. At the close of the street, our game is built through respect and the work you put in. And as far as power, you know what I'm saying? That's where our game is. You got the double OGs, OGs, OBGs,
Hey, little D.
BGs, and the TGs.
Tell him where he was.
And the OTSs and that's where I gained instructor. So I could fall in the double OD because I was there when the gang was. So this way it goes. People were you either become a gang banger as you get older or a gangster.
Great, thank you, Audrey.
Go to school,
Gang banger.
get shot. You know what I'm saying? By 25, that's when you determine whether you're gonna be who you're gonna be. You're gonna be a gang banger, you know what I'm saying, drinking, smoking weed, stuff all day long, put your pants hanging down. Or you gonna get a job, that means you out the game. Or you gonna become a gangster, you know what I'm saying? For the game. You know, that's where our gang is constructed, yeah.
Do you think that Suge ran the label like a gang?
Yeah. Yes. He kind of hired all gamers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He hired all gamers.
So who was he in the structure?
Who was Suge in the structure? I guess his money gave him the power. You know what I'm saying? How people listen to him. You know, money is power. You know, and shit. I guess they. But we knew he was a bunch of the Crips did. I know our side of town did because we played football
Never
together.
be nice to that.
You know what I'm saying?
That was your big mistake.
Right. I want to go back to the Biggie night. Where were you, and how did you hear that Biggie had died? Your phone's ringing. We're almost done. I got you.
Yeah, she on me.
Just 5 more minutes, I promise.
Okay.
Where were you, and how did you hear that Biggie had died?
I was in the parking garage, and everybody ran back in up into the parking garage and said, "They just killed Biggie. They just killed Biggie." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, damn, that was fucked up. By then, all the LAPDs was there, and I was waiting on my car to get validated up out of there and shit. Validated up out of there. Then 3 days later, Comcast Compton police and crooked motherfuckers pulled nephew over and said, no, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. They keep going down there. They just make dirty food with us, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was really like a fall guy. To me, fucked over me, man. It fucked over my life.
But they cleared you, right? I mean, you're not.
My life been fucked over ever since, homie. Just don't understand, dude. And I still gotta watch people. You know what I'm saying? To me, they violated my civil rights, my everything, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Did you suspect that somebody was casing the party, Bad Boy?
Casing the party?
Yeah.
You heard about that? Well, you're a motherfucker. Yeah, you did no work. Yeah, they was up there. The brothers was there. They came up there. I told Puff, you know what I'm saying? I said, y'all be careful. The niggas is up here. And like, all right. And sure enough, it went down. Yeah. Sad. You know, they come up here and get ate up out of it's a zoo out here, jungle. Y'all coming from that little punk ass town as far as shit, eat your ass up out here, boys. It's gorilla. I mean, this shit is lions, tigers, and bears.
Well, did you?
And they will eat up the week out here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Did you? How'd you feel about Biggie dying since you knew him personally?
Oh, they kind of fucked me up, you know what I'm saying? When Biggie got killed, kind of fucked me up. I'm sad behind it, everything, man. It was fucked up on it. Then these bullshit ass cops gonna put that out in the media like we did that bullshit just to get the heat up off their ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's all gonna come out. It's coming out every day, homeboy. Believe me. Yeah.
All right, brother. I'm gonna set you.
And my wife. All right.
Oh, wait. Just sit here for 20 seconds with no sound. So don't make any sound. You just record the tone of the room.
This is ringtone. In ringtone.
Okay, thanks. Oh. Oh yeah, that's a good start.
Because our street.
Oh, wait, stay there. Yeah, sit back. This question.
I don't know what just happened. Okay.
Sorry, I think
I
you were
wanted
done.
to show the shoulder up close.
Okay.
Your hair looks cute.
So why Baby Lane?
Thank you.
Why did we call him Baby Lane?
Why was Orlando? Yeah, tell me that.
Because he was born on Burr's Lane.
Sorry. Tell me the whole stuff.
Don't
Like,
forget that like button.
Orlando was called Baby Lane because
Orlando was called Baby Lane because he was born on Burr's Lane. The street, Burr's. They just called him Lane, short for Orlando. So he took our street name. and his pops was real high in the echelon of our gang. The founding fathers. So,
And the baby isn't because he had a baby face or anything
no,
like that.
Baby Lane, short for our street.
Right. And Keefe?
Keefe? We had like 3 Keefes in our hood. So they just broke them down, and they just put Keefe D on it.
So they give you the initials and then
Yeah.
they separate you from the others.
Others, yeah. And that shit just went like a wildfire. Blew up, got rich, had all the money, all the women. Don't put that on there. My wife's gonna kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You better have my wife deposit for that car too.
This has got to be the last one.
Okay. Original gangsters, yeah. A double OG is the dude that's been around a while. You know, the founding fathers and stuff. You know, founding fathers of the game. That's what
Tiffany, then you have bingo.
And our youngest gang members is called TSs, Tiny Soldiers.
Well, yeah, that's bingo, girl.
We got like about 6 different generations.
Okay.
Tiffany, you need to send me an email, therosalindduke@gmail.com, and I will get you a gift card to the gift shop for you to spend $10 however you want. Or you could save them up and use them later. So please send me an email. Yeah, bingo. So we will be starting X Bingo. X Bingo is next. Do not reset your cards. We're going to continue with the same card, going for the X.
Thank you.
My wife wants to deposit for the car too. Yeah, she is on my, she's crazy.
So why don't you talk to what we got to talk to you about?
Call.
Let's talk on the phone. And then if things get heavy for you, maybe we can just talk about Orlando and then leave it at that.
Right.
But these guys are expecting details from that night.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you know,
I don't want to put you in the
even the Justice Department is DC.
Yeah.
I swear to God on me.
I hear you.
They had some major players on me, dog. The other dude named Michael Terrell. Oh man. He's a beast. He's head U.S. attorney of this area. We call his that dude hate me on me, I swear to God.
No, like I said, I mean,
I'm in the room like, no, I'm gonna deal with the fucking devil now. Somebody gonna want to deal on this. Like, sir, I swear to God. I swear to God, man. I'll be nice. I'll be good.
Kristen,
I'm not the devil.
let's give you some help here. There is a link at the bottom of the chat. If you follow that, it'll take you to the Mingo card generator. Then you click generate and it'll give you a custom card for you. You can see the numbers that are scrolling across the bottom. Those are the numbers that have been called. There is a word or phrase associated with each number, or you can print it. It's up to you. It does work digitally, so you can just click on the numbers that have been called and it will yellow them out so you can keep track of it that way. So I hope that helps, Kristen.
I made a mistake bringing the dogs in here. Now this.
Ooh, let the dogs in.
Because I put them back. So I might have to show them again on screen in a little bit.
No, doggy cam, doggo cam. But good to see you here, Kristen. Thanks for joining.
Do what you got to do, and then can we set up a date, Nora? Like an actual date where like there's no misunderstanding. You're here for this. Or we can go out to Vegas and what I wanted to do is for you to take us on the street. Why is that funny? Yeah, right. Yeah.
That is funny.
Hey, you know, they never, you know.
The dude, I seen Rick Ross at the airport. He just couldn't put my face on it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know it? He said, bro, I know you from nowhere. You don't want to know who I am, motherfucker. He's like, I know you. Yeah. You really want to know? Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But
the 20th, like my sister giving her, we giving her a 70th birthday party. Her milestone 70. My sister. That's on the 29th. So I'm gonna be there at about 4 days before then. For a whole week.
Okay. Here, you mean? California. But if we just wanted to come out to Vegas, can we do that too? I mean, I'm not joking about the street stuff. Yeah. Then you can just tell me on the street. It'll be different than this. Yeah. It'll be less formal.
Okay.
All right.
Finally.
No, it doesn't bark on a bike.
See, we've been going for about an hour and a half. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you guys have to take a restroom break? Anyone? Raise your hand. if you want to just do maybe another half hour and then we'll take our lunch break. Okay, perfect.
Zoom.
Keefe has a question. Keefe has a
Do you need to
question.
use the restroom? Okay. All right, we will have to take our break now. So we will take a recess. During the recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial.
Don't look to anyone in the urinal next to
without
you.
limitation, newspaper, television, internet, radio, or form or express any opinion on any other authority.
Oh my God. 7 hours? This is 7 hours, Rosie.
I know.
Oh my God, we're never going to get to that. We're not even going to finish day 6. It's going to have to be day 6, part 2.
Part 3.
Part 3?
Yeah,
oh,
but
we
I
already
think-
started day 6?
Well, this is day 6, yeah. Day 6 was this morning, and then this is day 6.2.
Oh, right.
5. Wait,
We'll
part
need
2.
a part 3. Yeah, got ya.
See back. You're still under oath, sir. Mr. Giacomo, you
I
may
forgot I
resume your questioning
switched
at this time.
channels.
Thank you. Dorsey, that was the July 17th, 2017 conversation.
I think today's,
that you just listened to, correct?
It was the first interview.
Jury's name is
And then the second interview, and
today.
I have a copy of the transcript, you can look at it, was July 28th of 2017. Does that sound accurate?
That sounds right, yes.
We're just going to start playing that, Judge. And that is State's Exhibit number 122.
Okay. 122 is now playing.
Are you coming back, you think? Anytime soon?
You guys say, we don't have to know you.
Well, your wife's got that business of hers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she'd have to give it up for you to come back?
No, she would incorporate.
What?
So they'll move her around.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to give it up? Did you just say that?
Hang on. I guess if she was his wife has a company or has a business, and he was saying she'd have to move if they were going to move back, and he said no. I don't know.
Looks good. I mean, I see a white man in the background. Other than that, yeah. Actually, I see a white man's torso in the background.
Well, that was inappropriate.
Where's Tara?
What's that?
Where's Tara?
Who's what?
Where's Tara?
Tara?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her today. You said she called me and told me that you called her this morning. But I don't think she's in the office, actually.
Look at Mario for 1 second. I just want to make sure your background looks good. We'll do that.
So you're going to be looking at me the whole time, so.
So David, I think it's in the whole thing. We want to raise it up and down. There we go. Just down. So then shoulders, right?
Right. Hey, Eric. Yeah. We'll do this first. What the hell's happening over there? Did you get in touch with him? No, he's not picking up from Nora either. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's all right. Like you know what you're gonna talk about, right? You don't need him here. He's not picking up. What?
When that light comes up, I mean, we already discussed that. I don't know what the fuck you
Millions? Yeah.
Sometimes we know. Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I'm on the finish stuff.
I'm ready to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I just heard him say you. You know, do. He's like, yeah, I do.
That's what we got. You know, we're gonna talk a little bit about the file.
I want to talk about that little bit stuff.
You know what?
Told her that we was in the office when we started. I said, can you give me 2 weeks? She said, I gave you 6 months. And she said, Keith, I got the people here, just shoot this, woo. So I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, you mean like shoot the whole thing again?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a little bit of that. Yeah, sure. I mean, but you look great. I have it already. We don't have to go through the entire story.
I look great.
You look fine. Yeah.
To you.
To me. To everything. Everyone has seen it.
Wow. How I look? Tell me I look pretty.
No, of course not. I wasn't even working here when I have no idea.
Did you hear about that? Yeah.
You want to
I'm with you for 5 weeks.
So he shot like a promo. He came in before Mario got hired and shot a promo, and then somebody like BET or somebody leaked it. Disaster. Yeah.
And then we get to that.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, here we go.
Hey, everybody over there on X, if you'd like to come and play bingo, scoot on over to YouTube. Get the bingo card.
Where do you think we'll start?
Dead air.
Awkward silence. Awkward silence has been called.
Awkward silence.
Number 6.
I'm not seeing it. I just thought it was fine. I see.
Listen, if you're using if somebody's using your card, you'll start seeing your markings move.
Just refresh. I'll put the instructions in the chat on how to refresh the card. The shuffle.
Right.
So last time when we talked about, you gave me a little bit of the background. Where'd you grow up? What was Compton like when you grew up? Why don't we talk a little bit about that just to get us warmed up? Okay. Let me just move my chair up. So remember, you're going to be looking at me. Remember, trying to speak in full sentences, right? I'm going to always stop you if you don't do it. So, okay. So I grew up in blah, blah, blah. It was my neighborhood. Look at this. Okay. I grew up in Compton, right? I moved here in 1965. It was all white back then. We were the first black family on the street. It was pretty cool. Then blacks started moving in like 69, 70, 71. Then, most hold on. Sorry. No, I think it's a computer, yeah. Sorry. I did. No, you turn it on. Turn it on.
Riveting.
Yeah, I grew up in Compton, 1965. Moved out there. We was the first black family on the street, literally in the neighborhood. So blacks started moving in about 69, 70, 71. Most families will have both of their parents, pops and moms and pops. And the neighborhood was pretty nice, pretty green grass. And then the gangs came in about 70, 71. And our neighborhood started gang banging.
Sure.
In 1970.
38.
And what affiliation was
38. No one saw that coming.
Our neighborhood was U.S. at first. Then they turned to Crips in 1972. You were a good kid. You were telling
1972.
me.
Wow.
How did you go? Tell me that, and then tell me how you
I wasn't born yet.
I was running the gangs? Yeah. We, running the gangs. Yeah, it was a fad around our neighborhood. I was a good student, but I still was a gang member back then. I used to be like the ball boy for Compton College. So I knew older dudes and stuff like that. They gave me more wisdom. Whereas, you played ball with Suge Knight, right? Yeah, played background football at Greater Compton with Suge Knight. His dad was a coach and stuff like that. So you could do it? Yeah, he was cool with it back then. He was like a year younger than us. Him and his cousins played on our team. He was twin.
Hey, Dragon's Gravy, how are you? Good to see you.
all three on the team.
Grab a bingo card.
Love it. Yeah. See, at some point, you guys were tight, right? We were just football teammates. Yeah, we used to go to his house. We win the games. Go to his house, go swimming. Just go to his other uncle's house. Donald house too. Get swimming beer after we win. So, let me check my notes here. When did you first hear about Death Row? Death Row? Yeah, about the label and all that stuff. 1990. Tell me the first sentence. I heard about Death Row in 1990. Before Suge was even involved. What was your impression like? Is it true that you were somewhat involved at the beginning with them? Yes. Can you explain what that was? I did the footwork for the project. I really didn't think it was going to work. 2 years later, it came out. So what was that footwork? It was a footwork? Just footwork, basic footwork. Yeah. We have it on camera. You told me about delivering the money and all that stuff. Yeah. So can you expand on that? What's that? Can you tell me about it? I just did the footwork with the money part. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I can't tell you what I did. You know what I'm saying? But did the footwork for the project. But, so I think maybe Wayne's calling. Hey, Randy. Can you check to see somebody from the receptionist calling me? Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah, you need to be in here. Yeah. So, is that anything for him? Is that stuff for me? I'll do it. No, I'll do it. Let me just finish this thought before we forget it. Here's your name for a second. So without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for? Without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for? Bosses?
I see the numbers scrolling. They're at the bottom, Faves.
I did the footwork for bosses. Me and Suge got the same boss, really. Yeah. And was it drug money? Yes, yes it was. The first sentence? Yes, it was drug money. Yeah, so let me get we can stop down. Yeah, well, how much time do we have in that? Okay, yeah, let's keep rolling. Okay, hey. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I feel everything jiggling. Oh, he isn't talking to the door. I gotta talk. Why you do that every time I'm in there? What? You're supposed to be in there with me, dog. Just come in. Well, just create more headaches. Why are you having a conversation? We hear you wake up. Stick to that. Some bullshit, bro. I made this happen. They told my sister that.
Inside movie magic.
She stressed me every motherfucking month with rent money. So she told her this. Yeah. I looked you over the I said, Shawty, I've been married, man. It makes my life more easier. Yeah, we're good. He really crossed me. Nigga, no way in hell he let that book come in. They would have been said something about my brother. I don't know. It's Shorty. I don't know. He hooked this up. Yeah, I'm mad at y'all. I didn't even talk to him. I talked to him about it. No, I know we was already doing this house and all that. Spending the night and all that. Oh, you got out? He's talking to Tara. Tara has to leave, so he's going to be here in 10 minutes. Tara got to leave. Okay, I need to talk to her too. Yeah, what's up, man?
I'll translate.
Where Tara?
Yeah. Right, basically, yeah.
Oh, good.
That's a huge admission from another huge and verifiable connection.
Good news.
Straight from the horse. He's the go-between. I think nobody's talking to right now. He's cut off, but certainly not after Tupac Shakur.
I'll pushing to get everything going, and then we can kind of figure out.
So I'll give it to you after. Yeah. I mean, I have to get it from them, but I can give it to you. Well, I wanted to go to Vegas. Yeah. I only have authorization for 5. We can talk.
But if you need, if we then when we go meet in Vegas for your stuff, we'll just bring other
Good.
I don't know what. I have not heard his voice, but he didn't say much.
Didn't make a left. It was the wrong path. Hey there, how are you? I'm good. I'm actually just want to say back real quick, but I'm doing interviews today, so I don't have a lot of time. Tell me.
That's right, he did it. We're always going to blame Diddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did that get started?
Oh, we had a place called Contain Hydraulics. My brother did, and they used to call up here and ask for lowriders. All kinds of entertainers, movie people, and everything. So that's how, Batman, what's his name, Marcus Houston. Yeah, he used a few of them called, yeah.
And how did you end up in the video?
I went up, well, a crew. Like I never was in the video. I never put myself out like that.
Was it in Orlando in some of the videos too? I feel like I've seen his face in some of the videos.
Not that I know of.
But you guys started, you started hanging out with Puffy and going to concerts. And how did that relationship start?
He called one night. Buck called one night and asked us was it cool to come out on the West Coast for his concerts. Yeah. And so, shit. Then he came. The first concert we went to was in Irvine at the Soap Gym. And then Suge was there.
Soap Gym?
On stage when Biggie did perform. Suge asked me how did I know them guys. I seen he was kind of getting jealous because Biggie had a hot record back then. I had a one chance. And that was the hottest thing going on back then.
So how did you get on stage with those guys?
I knew some New York people that knew them. New York guys. Yeah.
So you were on stage doing the performance?
Yes, I was on stage with them.
I wanted to ask you how that works, because they call you guys up, see if it's okay to come to LA. What does that mean? For some of us who don't understand,
Hold on.
Yeah.
No, he would call, see if it was cool to come out to LA because he was scared of Suge. They had a beef, some shit started in Atlanta or something. Yeah.
So did you guys offer him security? Is that how it went down, or?
No, we didn't have security guards. You know what I'm saying? No, we just went to the concerts with him. I guess he was trying to be Snake because we're Crips and his enemies are Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was being smart. But me and Suge were friends, so I used to go to parties. Everything was Suge. Me and Suge get parties and all that. Clubs, all that.
So at that point, it was still cool.
Yeah,
you still talk to Suge, no problem. You still talk to, you hung out with Puffy's people, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
When did it become a problem?
I guess when the guy, Big J, got killed in Atlanta.
Tell me about that.
The word on the street was his Puffy bodyguard killed him. Yeah, out there in Atlanta at the party or something.
And then, I want to understand how
Cuzzy in the house.
Puffy is afraid that Suge's going to do something, so he calls you guys out.
Oh,
right?
Start.
No, he was on a tour that year. The BET tour.
About that.
He was just with.
Only one of us hit it.
Yeah.
Too many kids in the kitchen.
He used the Crips. You know what I'm saying? So he just called him.
So he's saying, just filling everybody in, he's saying that the problems between Suge and Diddy started when a kid in Atlanta was killed by one of Diddy's bodyguards.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice.
All right, so let's go through all the stuff we talked about last time. How many times did you meet Puffy?
How many times have I met Puffy?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it was so many times.
I'm just going to step away for a minute.
Was there a specific time and place where you guys talked about him being scared?
Greenbacks on Sunset.
What happened there?
You eat upstairs at the deli, and you order your food downstairs. So me and him went downstairs and ordered a couple of champagne bottles. And we talked about it then.
What did he say?
What did he say? Shit, he was just scared of the guy and shit. That's all.
Did he ask you to do something for him?
Shit. Not really. Yeah. But,
Yeah, make sure you check out Kazi G's channel if you're here and you haven't already.
yes, he asked us to do something.
Can you tell me what that is?
I guess he wanted the big guy taken care of. Yeah. Shit. That's all in that shit. I'm not no killer, so I don't know why he was asking me. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Shit. That ain't my line of work. Yeah.
So, how did you meet Puffy initially? Was it through Zip? We talked about who Zip was. Let's dig in a little bit. Who's Zip and how did you meet him?
Zip. We played a baseball game at our park. It's a different neighborhood. He happened to be their pitcher. Happened to be their pitcher, yeah.
And what was his line of work?
What was his line of work? Well, he's a pimp, and he get money in the streets. Yeah.
So what? Were you guys in business?
Hard out there for a pimp.
No, not really.
He just tell me what he did for you in terms of the Puffy relationship.
Froggy says, number 37, new story unlocked. I don't know. Well, it might not be a new story, but it might be new to you guys today. But yeah, basically laying out the timeline of where the problem started. So I guess, yeah, let's add 37. Let's do it.
Did he connect you to him? Is that who introduced you?
Yeah, that's who introduced me. Yeah.
So can you say that on the computer?
Yeah. Von Zip introduced me to Puff. So I met Puff, yeah.
Right. Let me just keep checking my notes here. So once you knew what Puff wanted, did you look for an opportunity to, help him out with his problem?
Oh, no, sir. I didn't need the money. I was well off my damn self. Matter of fact, he was just starting out, so my pockets was better than his. Okay.
Tell me about your life during that time. Like, what were you're putting in a lot of money, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Paint a picture of what that looks like. Like, what was it? How much money were you bringing in? How large were you living?
Do I can say that?
You can give an idea. You don't have to be like super specific to the dollar amount.
Tax implications, sir.
About 4.2 4 million every month. Spending yeah. Wasn't mine, so. Yeah.
How much did you keep?
About 20%. Yeah.
You with it?
So to you, the money didn't matter.
Yeah.
When things got hot in Vegas, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but when things got hot in Vegas, was it about the money?
The new people filing in, we are listening to a recording from the documentary that was filmed. But this was like a side recording, not really to be used in the documentary, just conversations kind of thing. I think we may have moved into stuff that's being recorded. It's hard to tell. They didn't really let us know when they started doing the official recordings, but a lot of it's candid.
You guys went after Suge and Tupac?
Really, it seemed like they came after us. Jumped on my nephew with the, yeah. Seemed like they were targeting us. Yes.
Yep, that's cool.
Okay.
So, let's go back. I'm jumping around a lot. So let's go back to the Puffy thing. After you met with him at Greenblatt's, when did you see him again? The candy? Yeah.
That's all right.
He can hear the candy going.
Okay. All right.
Either swallow it or spit it out.
Okay.
So after you met him at Greenblatt's, did you see him again?
After that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him a few concerts and stuff like that. Yeah.
And was he still concerned about the beef with Suge?
No, not really. Shit, he had about 50 clips with him. Shit. And he hired some Navy SEALs too. So damn, I was like, damn. Yeah.
Maybe.
So just tell me the beginning of that. So Puffy wasn't afraid because?
Oh, Puffy wasn't afraid because he had 50 Crips with him. And plus he had about 10 Navy SEAls. Shit.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So, let's talk about Orlando. Who's Orlando Anderson?
Orlando Anderson is my nephew. My nephew, my best friend, my son, everything. He's everything.
You guys did a lot of stuff together, hung out, chilled out?
He was a youngster, just just graduated from high school. And, they jumped on him, 20-year-old kid, some grown men jumped on the kid. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like he always picking on some kids. Yeah.
Did he become part of your crew?
No, not really. I would never put my nephew in a position like that to be part of no crew like that.
But he's affiliated with gangs, right? He's affiliated with the Crips. He's not. I've seen pictures of him flashing gang signs.
Well, shit, he grew up over there. That's a culture. It's culture over here. Yeah, that's all. He went to school. That's our neighborhood. Period.
So what happened? I want to set the stage for what happened at the lobby of the MGM, right? Somebody saw him and said, "That's the guy who stole my chain," right?
Yeah.
There had been a previous incident at the Lakewood Mall.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you know about that stuff?
Well, it was a football player. There was a guy, one of my little homeboys named Marcus. He was playing football he was going to play football for Arizona State. And we was up there to buy him some stuff to play football with, like shoes, to go off to college with, send him off right.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there. Okay. But they was there to send him off right, to give him support so he could be all right when he get to college. It just so happened he rented 3 of the death row guys, and he was there by himself. And they was bird dogging him, talking shit to him. Death row, small, pyro, and all that. So shit, he jumped off.
Number 50.
Marcus, he went up on, he could fight good, and he was a football player, so he athletic.
Well,
so he grabbed, he knocked the guy out, grabbed his chain, that's all. We ain't got no bounty on no chain. We don't want that little punk ass chain. You know what I'm saying? The little changes. Yeah. We won't worth shit.
So so they started it?
They started it, yeah.
And who's Marcus?
Marcus, he was a football player from our neighborhood. He was just graduated from Dominguez High School. He could play football.
And he was there that day
He was there at the mall by himself. Then it was 3 guys from Death Row there, from Mall Pyro. They was bird dogging, talking shit to him. Woo, woo, woo. That represent our neighborhood. So they was, bird dogging him. Just so my nephew happened to come up to the mall.
So he got involved because he saw what was happening, or how did he get there?
How did my nephew get there? No, they was going to meet him up there so he can buy some stuff. Send him off right to Arizona State. Good athlete. Play strong safety.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get straight. Like they were together when they encountered the guys from Death Row?
No, Marcus was by himself.
How did Orlando?
No, it's okay.
Get involved?
Sometimes the answers can come from people on the panel. So yeah, number 52. What the fuck? The book has been called.
Cool.
No problem. Cool. It'll get easier.
Orlando and his Marcus friend, they just graduated from high school. They all friends, played sports together. They came up to the mall to meet Marcus so they could help him send him off right to college.
No, I understand that, but when the shit started happening, where was Orlando?
He was walking into the mall, walking into the Foot Locker. And Marcus seen his homeboys. Like, we're even now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And Marcus just took off on him.
I understand.
Knocked the dude through the shoes. Took his little chains.
Right.
Snatched his chain. Orlando didn't have nothing to do with that fucking change. Period.
Because I understood that there was like a bounty for the chain.
That's bullshit. What? $200, $300 change? Bounty. We didn't need that fucking change.
But, all right, so that's Orlando. We go to Vegas now, right? In Vegas, you guys go to the fight. Tell me why you went to Vegas.
We was going to fight, the Mike Tyson fight. We've been going to the fight since like 88, 89. Before rappers was even famous going to the fucking fights. And one fight I was at, sitting next door to Mike Douglas. The MC Hammer was outside the fucking gate. I mean, trying to get into the motherfucking VIP section. So, yeah, shit. Yeah, I've been going to fights. Las Vegas, yeah.
And you knew that Suge was going to be there?
No, not really. I didn't know Suge was going to be there. I seen Suge the day before the fight. Outside in the lobby, he was in their Rolls Royces. And then, shit. You know, I seen him there. He spoke to me and everything. We had beef. He should have said something there.
So who were you with?
Who were I with?
Yeah.
Shit, he was my homeboys. Yeah, he seen me the day before the fight. And in his Rolls Royce. Yeah.
In Orlando, obviously.
Yeah, Orlando. I think Orlando was with us too. Yeah.
All right. So the next thing is you guys went to the fight.
Yes.
Right? The fight ended quickly.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Is it Mike Tyson?
Yeah. First rounder. Yeah.
And you went to eat somewhere. Yeah. Right? Tell me what happened after the fight.
That was a great fight, by the way.
Wait, wasn't it like 30 seconds?
Yeah, it was against Bruno, right? Frank Bruno.
Bruno, is it Bruno or I don't. Anyway, yeah.
Bruno, he was a monster, just a giant. Tyson starched him in about 30 seconds. Incredible.
Yeah, it's never fun. I guess it's kind of fun, but at the same time, it's like I kind of want it to last a little longer.
I wanted it to last a long time. I couldn't get enough of Tyson. I loved him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good.
Then Custom Auto died and everything fell apart. So.
Yeah. Wild.
Yep.
Then I told everybody to meet up at the cafe in the MGM. So shit, we all came from. I seen Tupac and Suge and Duane in the fight. They seen me too. Shit, I went to the cafe. And then some guys, some of my homeboys from East Coast Crips came in there and said, "Hey, homie, the Death Row dude just jumped on your nephew." So yeah, that's what happened.
What'd you do then?
I went to look for my nephew, make sure he was all right.
And what happened to the fight?
Definitely. He said he was cool and stuff. Soldier was kind of out of place. That's some green in his good hospital. Yeah.
What did he tell you happened?
He said he was rusty. He said Suge and a bunch of them just rusty. Tupac.
Why did it happen?
Me, I have no idea why that happened. I guess when Lakewood Mall, they see us the day before. The fuck, you know.
So the day before you're saying that Tupac and Suge both saw you and Orlando.
I don't think Tupac was with him. But
yeah. What happened is, do you? The way I understand it,
Tupac had a hot head, just trying to take off somebody, trying to be a gangster. I don't know. I guess he got a hot head for a crazy dude.
Well, he claims that the stupid necklace, that's the guy who grabbed the necklace off of his friend.
Yeah, that was a $300 necklace. Yeah.
I know it's funny, right? Like this shit is all about a stupid necklace. People die. So,
okay, let's talk about that stupid necklace for a minute. It was one of those big gold medallions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Death Row Records and gold chain. It's not just a little cheap necklace,
right?
It gets you a couple $1,000s if you pawned it, I guess. I think that's what he said the other day, and I'm like, it's not worth nothing, but it's more the insult, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a big thing of their identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of those medallions, like the chains are one thing, but those medallions they have custom made that this big, like 30 grand or something like that. It's just nuts.
Yeah, and giving it to some kid going to college or something like that. No, I guess I don't know. That's what I need to figure out. I'm having a hard time figuring out how the kid that got jumped at the mall, and then I guess somebody's Death Row record necklace got pulled. Okay, I don't know. Was he wearing that to the mall? I guess he wear it everywhere. I don't know.
I guess if you're a young kid, you'd want to wear that to the mall. Yeah,
because you're stupid.
Yeah, and you want to show off, and hey.
Right.
Yes, Tiffany says, it's about the insult. Right. Right.
What happened after that?
What happened after that? Yeah. Shit, went to the party. Got on cars. And had a little meeting. The homie said he's gonna have a concert at the 662 Club. So I'm just gonna confront him and ask him why would he jump on my nephew.
I understand. And then, what was the? Just tell me what the little conference was about. You had a little meeting. You said you had a little meeting. What was it about?
Oh, we're just going to the 662 Club to see Tupac want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Since we're friends, man, show friends, I just want to see Tupac want to get out. Because I'm quite sure my nephew will knock his ass off. So my nephew athlete, but.
Okay. And then what happened? You guys went off. Tell me, with as much detail as you can remember, what happened after that?
Yeah, it was like this, like 20 years ago almost. I'll tell you much as I can. So we went to the store. We went to the 662 Club. We was there about an hour. They never show up. So we left. Started going to go party. So we brought some champagne, case champagne.
Okay, let's take it step by step. So you went to 662 to look for them. They never showed.
No, we went to see what it was about. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk to shit. Because, you know, I've been running since I was 9 years old, shit. Plus, I helped him get his bank business going, shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't bite the hand and feed you. You know, shit.
But so you went into the club and he wasn't there?
No, I never went into the club. I just went in the back where he can come in.
I'll get a good stopping point.
Okay.
I can go another 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, like JDA just said, there was a mix-up with the food, so we're looking at about 15 more minutes.
Okay.
But I can also give them their break and then bring it in 15 minutes. It's just a natural stopping point and we'll break. So this is it?
This is it.
Okay. All right. We'll take our lunch break now. During this recess, you are admonished not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on.
Let's see. No, let's see. You said with his nephew getting jumped and then shooting a gun after Keefe said that he didn't want Orlando, I think it's Orlando, to be part of a gang. Wouldn't that be, well, that backfired. This is where the stories get a little twisted. He tells the stories different depending on who he's talking to when it comes to Orlando's involvement. So, you know, it's part of the problem with him. I think he's trying to protect his reputation, but also not. I don't know. This was with the documentarians, not with the investigators. So with the investigators, I think he told a little bit of a different story where Orlando was involved. These guys, he was saying no. Awkward.
Yeah, no joke.
All right. Zoomed through lunch.
We love zooming through lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Up on the stage. No.
Okay, perfect. We'll bring it in.
This is like the weirdest trial, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Like, how do you just play like hours upon hours of stuff? Like, isn't a lawyer supposed to be asking questions and then playing the clips like you're just playing the whole thing? It's just bizarre to me.
It's a lot.
So, yeah.
It's probably because there's all these little inconsistencies throughout it. You know, little tweaks here, little tweaks there.
And I guess they didn't want to play portions because then they say it's out of context, you know. But I've never seen anything like
30
this.
years.
Where
to get to trial, it took that long to listen to all the recordings.
where you're just sitting instead of, you know, there being direct questioning and then you know, about the evidence, you're just sitting here listening to it, and then I guess we're going to get to the questions.
Yeah,
I assume.
Yeah,
just bizarre. I don't know. I've never seen a trial like this in my whole life.
Me either. Hey, all you people watching over on X, make sure you're following me on X, and also if you want to come over to YouTube and subscribe and play some bingo, you're welcome. You're welcome to come on.
Giving away prizes too. So don't just play. You also give outside. Malamute, no. I agree. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, well, that backfired. Number 53.
53.
Secretary.
I guess so. Did it work?
Could the parties get close to the balance of the jury?
Yes, sir.
You may be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you. State, we are still on Mr. Dorsey's testimony. You may proceed with your video.
Thank you, Judge. And just for the record, we stopped at 40 minutes and 51 seconds, and I'm starting back.
Okay. Okay.
I assume it probably was it was not. It wouldn't be smart to go inside because it's full of bloods, right?
I'm quite sure they didn't know how to touch me. You see me before I went into the fight, see me the day before the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So you didn't see him there. You left after waiting for him for an hour, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Went to the liquor bar.
Kristen has bingo.
So,
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's actually cheating.
First time playing and she wins. That's awesome.
How convenient. How convenient.
Kristen, if you could shoot me an email at therosalindduke@gmail.com. Let me know your email address so that I can send you a gift card to the gift shop where you can pick out what you want. So if you don't mind doing that, that would be fantastic. And if it would be helpful if you let me know that you won the X. That way I know how much to make the gift card for, which would be $15. And you can save them up if you'd like and use them.
Well, clearly you do know what you're doing because you just did it.
All right, we are moving on to the picture frame. Do not reset your cards. We're continuing with the same numbers. So
wait, you only got half of the X?
Oh. Well,
you need the whole X.
Okay, retract that bingo. Yeah, you need
I knew she was cheating.
Just teasing, Kristen. Absolutely. We'll continue to finish that X, girl.
You're close. You're close. Yeah, you got to get both diagonals. Both diagonals for the X.
This is all with how many people? Who's in the car?
it was Worms.
Including?
Including me.
All right, Kristen. We play nice.
It
happens to everybody.
So we going up Rio. Got the Las Vegas Boulevard. Shit. Right there, put a bus down. Happened to see my friends. Sure. Tupac was hanging out the window. There you go, right there. So my partner busted you. Went by there. Got up there by there where he was. Shit. Looked like he got a gun. Got the busting. Shit. I got the dope. Shit. Got the busting back. Dope. Hit the gun. Made it right. So the white car got the chasing us. Still busting. We dished him out. Went in the back of the...
Wait a minute. So you said you had to duck, and yet you saw all this stuff while you were ducking? Okay.
Carriage house. That's the whole day about a carriage house. Got up out the car.
Okay, so let's again take it step by step. What car were you driving?
I wasn't driving no car.
Oh, what car were you in?
White Cadillac. A really white car Cadillac.
Okay. And then when you saw them, how did you recognize them? When you were driving on the street, how did you know it was them?
He was hanging out. Tupac was hanging out the window, passenger side window. Talking about this Tupac. I mean, all the chicks was like, Tupac. He was like a celebrity, like he was in parade. Yeah.
And so after that, you knew that they were. What were they driving?
They was driving a BMW. Yeah. But shit. Once we got back to Compton, he was saying like little Randy and all them was shooting at the car. So we went to got the car painted. We took it to the paint shop. You know what I'm saying? So we turned the car in, so there won't be no evidence.
Okay, but let's go back to the moment that it happened, right? So you're driving, you see Suge and Tupac in the BMW. You turn around, right? You describe it as a U-turn, so that you're facing, so that you're coming in from the opposite direction, right? Tell me what happened in that moment. Tell me what happened in that moment when you finally come close to their car.
That's correct, Barb.
Yeah,
Barb on a bike.
That
is correct.
Oh, shit.
Both incarcerated.
Reached down and got his little shit. Got the busing. Shit. We got the busing back. Shit. I never bust. I was on the ducking shit. You don't want to get hit. A couple people had some real frightens, glasses in their ears and shit. We shit. Once we hit that light on Cobalt, the light of sea police was chasing us. Shit, a lot of shots. Got the fuck on, we made a right there on just another little street right there where the carriage house was.
So who pulled the trigger?
Who pulled what?
Who pulled the trigger?
I don't know to tell you the truth. I didn't see it.
Did Orlando pull the trigger? Who's closest to the other car?
Big Dre was the closest. Big Dre was the closest to the other car. And I was ducking, shit. The dude was crazy. I said, this dude really trying to get a reputation. He was jumping around, like, damn.
So you I want to make this really clear. You mean to tell me that even though you were in the car with those three guys, and you talked to them a bunch afterwards, you don't know who shot the shots?
That would be myself.
Okay. Are we cool with that? Okay, great. Yeah, okay. Let's stop. Yeah. Come back. Just give me one quick second. All right, so let's go back to that. Describe Tupac. What did he look like? Did he look like he was going to pull something? Just tell me everything you remember.
Okay, when we pulled up, I was in the front seat, passenger side. He went down, got his shit, and got the buzzing. So shit, I ducked. All I know is shit came from the back seat and they got the buzzing back. Shit, we hit the corner after the shooting. Another white car got the chasing us. They got the shooting too. Shit.
Well, you told me that already. So I just want to get it straight in my mind. Who's sitting in the back?
My nephew and I'm on the Big Dre.
And who's driving?
I'm on the Bolo.
So who? Behind the driver is Orlando, right?
No, Big Dre.
Big Dre. And so and Orlando's on the other side behind you.
Yes.
When the shots are ringing out, who's closer to the window?
Big Dre was. He was the same path. He was behind the driver. Big Dre was behind the driver.
Where'd the shots come from?
In the back seat.
Yeah, but who's closest? Who had the gun?
I don't know, sir. To tell you the truth. I was ducking.
And they the fact that there was a gun there, that mean that you guys were ready for something? Or you just...
That's problematic. I mean, you were ducking. You don't know who had the gun, which I don't believe anyway. But I mean, I believe he was ducking, but I'm sure he knew who had the gun. But all these other descriptions, like you can't possibly know that.
I've never heard somebody say shit after almost every word.
It's like a comma.
Once you concentrate on it, it's like everything he says is like shit. Shit.
Yeah, shit. We called allegedly. Faves allegedly has been called.
Yes, number one has been called. Have you ever watched anything from Mackenzie Shirilla, Kazi?
Yeah, I've done a couple of shows on it.
Okay, well, the fuck.
Those jail calls.
The fuck.
People
everything.
Being mad weird. Fuck.
Everything. The fuck.
I did a 7-hour roasting of JFK.
Oh yeah. That's the worst.
Talking to the mother, Natalie Shirilla.
Did they know anything about the case when they
Nothing.
Nothing.
He got
the
victims' names wrong throughout the whole thing, which was what pissed me off the most.
Embarrassing, yeah.
And the only reason he did that is because Turtle Boy was about to get Dominic's sister on. And they just took this opposing view, which they always do. And it was a nightmare. Like, they didn't know anything. Like, I know very little about I know a little bit about it. They knew nothing.
Huh.
And like, how do you not do any research before you have this person on to see like what you want to ask them. Like you prepared nothing for that.
Especially when the biggest parts of what they didn't know pertained to, the kids that had passed away.
Right. Oh, yeah, the kids. Yeah. They didn't even know their names, right? Like, couldn't get that right. Yeah. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
He kept on calling the mother Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Name's Natalie.
Her name's Idiot.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to add Natalie to Sunday.
And Ding Dong.
Yeah, it was something. I had to stop it every 3 seconds. I'm like, I can't believe what you're saying right now.
Yeah, that interview was horrible. It was horrible.
All of their interviews are
horrible.
It's
so horrible.
Would it kill you to shut the fuck up?
It was a while back.
Make me go all Donna Adelson.
It was a long stream, man, because it was a lot to unpack.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. Yeah, I've got the whole files on it, and I think Shizzy even did it. We transferred all of the calls into a spreadsheet so that it's easier to follow who's talking to who, and then I combined all of the text messages so to everybody, so you could see who she was talking to in order.
Mm-hmm.
And then and you can also do a side-by-side with all of her social media posts.
I wanted to go through and do like just the last year because it's so much over the course of, the whole time.
Even going back to the beginning of the relationship, it was contentious from the beginning. Like
every other day they were on a break. Every other day they were on a break, and then like she would mention food, and then he'd be like, oh, okay, and then like the break was over because she mentioned food. Yeah. It's like the weirdest relationship I've ever seen. He seemed like he literally needed like oxygen because she was just so overwhelming all the time.
She's such an from the mother, like the jail calls, like her demeanor in the jail calls, and how she was like being interviewed. I mean the difference is unbelievable,
right?
Yeah.
And even the interview wasn't even that great because she's like, at the end you really see who she really is when she turns around and she's like, did I do good or whatever? And
they don't want to sound like a dork or something. Like what?
The thing that pissed me off. The other thing that pissed me off the most is JFK, to his credit, did ask some good questions. He did. He got a lot of shit wrong. He was unprepared, but he did push back and he did ask some questions. And one of them was, is there anything you would like to say to, the victim's family, parents? And she said, no.
Yeah.
No. Because if you hear the jail calls, she hated Dominic.
Right.
Or at least their family after the fact. Said there's a special place in hell for them and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're evil.
It was so disgusting. Yeah.
It was wild. It's a case study on what happens to kids when you never tell them no.
Yep. You just let them run amok.
Both of the parents were afraid of her.
Yeah. He's the one.
And the old man
that called in the 5150 on her. I mean,
yep.
And then walked it back when they got there.
Yeah, the father. I don't know as much about the father, but I have seen some clips, and I'm like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit too. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, total piece of shit.
So he goes to the school to pick up his daughter because he's told she does something wrong, and he goes, "Did you do it?" She says no, and he's like, "I believe her. I know my daughter is lying." No, you don't, because your daughter has lied her entire life.
Right.
You wouldn't know what the truth looked like if it freaking hit you in the head, dumb.
You're so stupid. You're being manipulated every 3 seconds.
Hey, the YouTuber, he says, "Good to see you, girl. The great and powerful Roz and Cause and driver." It's sarcasm is the bus driver today.
Tubery.
Good to see you, girl. Hey. All right.
No, we gangsters. What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, better be caught with it than without it.
Do you remember anything else about that moment where the two cars met? Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you remember anything else about that moment?
No, not really. It was like 20 years ago. The best recollection I can remember.
So let's talk about what we sort of started talking about outside. Like there's allegations by certain police detectives that you had made a statement about who shot Tupac.
Not to my recollection. I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? You asked me for the truth. I'm here to tell you. 20 years, I'm here to tell you. Get it from the horse's mouth, right here.
Was there ever any discussion about who actually did the shooting?
Was it ever discussion with who?
Yeah, you guys.
No, that's the code of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So somebody can get on a free jail card when you tell people.
What are your thoughts about Greg Kading and his investigation and all the stuff that's been out there?
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, I was railroad. Thought I was railroad, crossed. You know, endangered my life. Put me in a bad fucking situation, bad spot. My life been fucked up ever since. Don't nobody trust me. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up.
Why don't they trust you? Because they think you snitched?
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you tell me now whether what he published is true or false? Is there some truth to it? Not some of it is true, some of it is false?
Shit, I think he's just trying to make $1. You know what I'm saying? He got fired, trying to make $1 off a motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I figured. He's just trying to, use me. So he can't use me no more. Shit, I'm fucking used up, man. Shit.
We're working on
fuck over me. That's what I feel. Yeah.
And do you feel like the information that he has is completely false? Like, the information that you have is that he has is completely false. I mean, it's known that they had a case on you, so you talked to them.
Is what you say?
I said it's known that they had a case on you.
It's known.
I mean,
shit. I can't. Not that I can remember. Shit.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to ask him to talk about what is what is known out there. The fact that he pointed at Orlando as being the shooter, and that's what it's been published, and that's what there are legal there are documents that have been published.
The question is.
So my question was, how do you feel about that? Is there any truth to that? What is true? What is false?
What I'm saying is you didn't ask me that question.
I did. You weren't here.
No. Oh, okay. So just ask him about, was it an investigation and there were statements made, and what is his opinion of the statements that were made?
Pardon me? Can you repeat that again?
There was an investigation, there were statements made, and you made certain, allegations, and, what is your opinion on those statements that the statement was made?
Right.
What should I say, brother?
Well, you're going to comment about what the real truth is compared to what people are saying. Say this is what's true, and this is what people, that's not true, people say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So what that stuff that's been made public, what is true and what is false?
I'm giving you the truth right here, sir. Getting it from the horse's mouth. So, you can't get it no truth.
Right. So what I want to know is you, in your.
I thought that was his hand.
If you were in the car.
I guess the girl behind him is doing something. I don't know what, on the phone, maybe?
Yes. That does look hilarious.
Sorry.
There is so much wasted space in StreamYard. I don't know why the screen can't be bigger.
I know.
I just wanted to complain about that.
Okay.
And you were there with your nephew. It's pretty close to what Greg Kading is saying, right?
Shit. Is it pretty close?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think he's going to understand what he's asking.
In your own words, in those tapes that were made public, and this book, Murder Rap, there's a film called Murder Rap. You, in your own words, we heard you say Orlando was the shooter.
You heard me say it?
Yes.
Shit, I never had been. So nobody ever had no paper with me, not to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the fuck he gets paper from. Shit maybe was made up or something.
So you're denying that you ever said that Orlando was the shooter?
Yes, I'm denying it.
And your statement now is that you were in the car, shots rang out from your car, but you don't know who did it.
Exactly. Okay. Came from the backseat.
Okay. Is there any is there any reason why you wouldn't be forthcoming about this information? In other words, is there a deal that you have in place that would not allow you to say with any detail about that?
I'll ask you.
You want me to jump in? I mean,
Yeah.
the way he's asking the question, the way that you want to answer the question is you want to explain to him that one, you don't have a recollection of that you reported, which is what you said, and secondly, if the circumstances for which police officers try to investigate is not consistent with what the truth is. So you have no reason, what they're saying is different than what you're saying right now, which is really telling the truth, because the police don't have any motive for you to tell the whole story, self-defense, and what really happened. They just want to get what they need to get to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can explain, you can be more detailed like that, like, that's how you want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and you might want to mention, that you really don't recall how dealing with Katie that way, you did deal with free, remember you dealt with free? So you might want to, the only person that you remember.
Well, let's start there. It just feels like a big. It's getting confusing. Let's start there. You met with police. Who did you talk to? And what was your what did they want from you? What did you tell them, etc.?
Well, what did I tell them?
Yeah, let's start from the beginning. You met. When did you meet with police? Who did you meet with, and what did you tell them?
Right.
I think he's asking in general, not that situation. Did anybody ever show up or ask you questions?
Correct.
Oh shit! They've been sweating me for the last 20-some years. Shit. I did. Okay, you ready?
I am.
Okay. Well, they've been sweating me for the last 20-some years, ever since that day that shit happened. Because the first news report came out and said Keefe D nephew. So ever since then, I've been sweated by everybody: cop, police, FBI, fucking everybody. U.S. attorneys fucking on my ass, man. I did 5.5 years in the feds. Every other month they was up there saying this a rapper killer. You know what I'm saying? I just been targeted. Just been on my ass ever since.
And there's some truth to that, right? And you were in the car.
Yes, some truth. Yes, that's some truth.
And then what statement did you give police?
What statement I gave police? Shit.
In general.
Here we go.
I didn't give no statements. You know what I'm saying? Not that, I ain't ever been typical or nothing.
But when it first happened, did they come and interview you?
Did they come and interview me? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the FBI. Oh, shit.
What did you tell them? I guess what I'm asking is what did I tell them? Did you tell them what you're telling me today?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Shit. Probably
Shit. I can't think of anything.
Well, that's got to be one of these, right?
Oh, dog puppies. Aww. It's Puppy Cam. Puppy Cam has been unlocked. The triplets.
Wasn't there one that said the story has changed or something like that?
Yeah,
or is that already done?
Yeah, it's been called, but yeah, it changes again. Yeah, for sure.
What about and that's your story? I don't know, maybe something like that.
And that's your story. Yeah, we'll see, and that's the thing. Like, he basically is telling. They already know he's talked to the police.
Right.
They know there's a proffer.
Yep.
And he's lying to them. But he says he believed people, like when Diaz was
that's
on
insane to lie in a proffer. Like, that's the that's defeats the purpose.
It's he's lying about everything.
Yeah.
What I think is weird is every time somebody's killed, he seems to be there. That's what I think is weird.
Yep.
And he's there with a rental car always.
Always with the rental car.
Or I said what I said, or I don't know, one of those.
Yeah, we could give one of those.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I like that one.
Okay. 28.
What number is it? 28. Number 28's been called.
28 has been called.
By Tiramisu.
My dog goddaughter. Daughter? I don't know.
Dog daughter. dog otter.
Dog got her.
Now, telling me what you're telling me.
Because I wanted to get the truth
Love
out.
these hugs.
You can get it from the horse's mouth. One more time, Wayne.
Is that okay?
What?
I think it's going to say that maybe he's correct. He said because you go to jail, but you want to expect because you're innocent. You got to do things like that.
Oh, okay. Because I'm innocent, I had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I put myself on. I was in a fucked up situation. You know, I'm innocent. I didn't do a motherfucking thing. I want to jeopardize my freedom, and I got got good things going on. I was living good. You know.
That's right. So you tell me that you're telling me now because you wanted the truth to come out. Why is that important to you?
Because there's been several reports, and everybody just trying to make money off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody soliciting me, hanging me out to dry, making me feel like a piece of shit. You know? Yeah.
Okay. So now let's just leave that, put that on the side for a while, and go back to what happened after the shooting. What did you guys do? How did you cover your tracks?
Well, I got away, and I went to the hotel room. Then the next morning, woke up and took off in the rent car that I had. Me and my nephew drove home. So once we got home, the guys were like, "Man, we need to get this car fixed." So I said, "Man, I don't want nothing to do with that. Y'all go get that shit fixed." You know what I'm saying? So
what was the matter with the car? Do you remember?
Yeah, bullet holes in it. Yeah. One of the little homies took the car to the shop. Had the car painted.
And then Orlando, I remember I read something about him giving some statements and stuff like that. You know, did you guys talk about what happened afterwards? Did you?
Okay. Another inconsistency here that drives me crazy is they had the rental car. They drove from LA to Vegas. Then they rented the Cadillac with the magical console that had the gun compartment, remember? But now they're talking about fixing the said rental car before they return it. You don't think the rental car company is going to notice that?
Before they return it.
I mean, something's off here. Like, who are they renting this car from is what I want to know. Why hasn't anybody asked that?
Probably some fly-by-night operation, probably.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Something's off about that. Bothers me.
They said Avis, but I don't know.
To get a Cadillac with the secret gun compartment?
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
Mm-hmm. It had a hydraulic. Didn't he say it was hydraulics? It would open up with hydraulics, and there was a gun compartment, like a hidden gun compartment.
Yeah, I knew someone who had a business like this. He was actually one of my roommates when we lived in a big place. And he had 3 Cadillacs. He used to drive politicians around, like dignitaries, celebrities. I mean, these Cadillacs were insane, like gun compartments, bulletproof. Yeah, just incredibly fast, so they could outrun people. Like, these are definitely awesome cars, and they exist.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, they're cool.
Rosalind learned something.
For those of you,
number 7, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Number 7.
Your nephew about not saying anything?
That's just the code of the streets. They know not to say nothing. Everybody, just the code of the streets not to say nothing.
When Suge had his parole hearing, Orlando testified on his behalf. Why did he do that?
Damn. He paid us. Well, he paid it off. Paid us off. He the night before you want me to tell the whole truth? Well, the night before
don't tell me the whole truth.
His hearing was court date. My nephew called me saying meet him up at the lawyer's office. So I get to the lawyer's office. It's Reggie, Senior, Sergeant Reynolds, and Suge Knight.
Whatever you want to call it.
And there's shit. 2 company police. One of them was captain and sergeant. I was like, what the fuck? You know? So I knew some fishy shit was going on there.
Talk later.
Yeah.
And he offered you how much?
What was that?
Oh, I didn't have myself muted. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I was leaving a message.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, he gave us $60,000
in exchange for?
To say that he didn't do anything.
For Orlando to say that?
Yes.
Just give me that in the full sentence. You're not going to hear my voice.
Okay. Well, my nephew asked me to come up to the lawyer's office.
Good point.
And I get there, Suge Knight, Reggie Wright Sr., and Sergeant Reynolds from the Compton PD was there, the lawyer's office. And they was like trying to work out a deal where nephew wouldn't say that the guy kicked him.
Okay.
But it didn't work because the next day the judge said, I can see him kicking you in the head right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did Orlando regret that?
Sorry?
Did he regret it?
Did he regret what?
Like going to court and saying this stuff that wasn't true.
It's a code of the streets, man. Shit.
What's interesting about this is that does Suge know that you guys, at this point, does Suge know that you guys were in that car?
Not that I know of.
Just give me a...
Not that I know.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah, because the newspaper article came out and said, Keefe D left you. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know why the fuck he saying my fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Well, I figured his strategy was to kill the head of the snake. You know what I'm saying? Chop off the head of the snake, the rest of the body will fall.
Right, but I'm talking about paying you off to go to court and say that Suge had nothing to do with the, he's the victim, right? You're paying him off.
We're the victim.
No. What I'm saying is Orlando's a victim.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one who got beaten up.
Beat the fuck
he
up.
goes and says that Suge didn't beat him up, which is clearly not true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But on top of it, you guys had shot at him. Does he? And he doesn't know that.
I couldn't tell you because he's the only one from his crew really that know me. And the newspaper article came out saying Keefe D left you. So I figured he said it from day one, get rid of Keefe D. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
So he had it out for you.
Shit.
I thought we were fucking friends.
Sure.
I really did thought we were friends, man. You know?
You thought
He
you were
really
friends.
was,
You thought you were friends. You shot at him, but it's okay.
I mean, I shot him, but
Friends.
I thought we were cool.
Yeah.
What's a few shots amongst friends? Oh, that's a different kind of shots.
I mean, I shoot all my friends. I mean,
It's the code of the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the family, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know that we did the groundwork. I did the groundwork for his record company. Like, this was going to beat him a nephew, a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Something I wanted to ask you before, and I forgot to ask you, was the date before the fight, when you saw him.
Yes.
What did you guys talk about?
You just said, what's up? What's up, big dog? So what's up? Yeah. We 2 major players in the game. Well, we got the same boss. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He just had the music industry and I had the streets. That's all.
But you guys are cool.
Yeah, we was cool. Yeah, we was played football since we was little kids.
No, but I mean in that moment, like when you saw him the day before the fight.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Another question I remember that I wanted to ask you is who shot the Cadillac? Because you have to get
it was pop. Ricky? I don't know why they didn't even test me for powder burns. I don't know why.
So I talked in the middle of it. Tell me again, please.
I don't know why the police didn't check him for powder burns because he got the shooting and everything. I was ducked. Car was all shot the fuck up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just moving on. We got like 15 more minutes. How much time do we have on those cards? Are we good? 11. Okay. Cool. Just give me a second. Just pull this up.
You know what you said about Reggie threatening me the next day?
I thought that was for you. You said you wanted to keep that to you? Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. We're rolling.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, the next day I got home. I was in my front yard. At 4:15. Here come Reggie Sr. Flying up, coming up from Greenleaf with birds. Ran the stop sign and everything, parked on the wrong side of the street. Jumped out the car, so I'm like, hey, Keefe D, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I said, what's up? She's like, if you kill my motherfucking son,
Bill's coming up. Get your motherfucking ass. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? I said, I'm just letting your ass know, motherfucker. Like, oh, I was looked at him crazy. What the fuck is you talking about? Reggie Senior, so it was bad. They was the mayor, and everybody was against us, man. Yeah, everybody, the whole town.
And can you explain who? Because I don't know that a lot of people know who Reggie
Senior is the Compton police. He's a captain. They had another guy, Reynolds. He was all under the Death Row banner. Even the mayor,
Right, Sticky.
Omar Bradley, was all up under that shit.
Can you tell me what? Because I think we touched on that before, but I didn't really get a good picture. It's like how affiliated was Suge with LAPD?
LAPD and Compton police.
And Compton police.
Yeah, he was all shit. Most of the guys is from his neighborhood. A lot of the guys from like David Mack, Reggie Senior, Reggie Junior, Patterson, Reynolds, all of them was from his neighborhood. So that's how you got that plug with them. You know, shit. It was really dangerous for us. You know what I'm saying? So we really try to stay out of the city of Compton.
Because when you go against Suge, you're going against.
Yes.
Can you tell me that in a sentence?
Oh, when you're going against Suge, you're really going up against the police, Compton police, Rampart, all his neighborhood friends. So yeah, he kind of had a winning battle. You know, who else better to have on your team is the police. So we was trying to fight a losing battle with them guys. Raid our little spots, take all our guns. Yes.
So that's cool because I wanted to establish that connection because a lot of people don't know that he was protected.
Yeah, he was protected by the mayor, city councilmen, the Compton PD, big ranking files.
Who he was paying off?
And yet he's sitting in the pen. Wasn't that protected?
Nope.
Shit, he was buying police cars and stuff like that, and giving out turkey drives for the city, all that shit. So he was really protected. He was in there. You know what I'm saying?
So when he was talking, he was giving out turkeys to people, or like having shit like in the park, whatever, free food for people. That's to pay off cops.
And no, they had very nice cars that they shouldn't have on the police salaries. Very nice cars.
It's crazy that the record business paid for that.
Yeah, I paid for that. Yeah, I started them off.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So I wanted to establish that connection. I also want to ask you, what's the connection between Puffy and Zip?
So he considers himself the reason why Suge Knight was successful?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Sounds like a
you never told me that.
Bingo winner.
Oh, we have a bingo winner?
No, I'm not a bingo winner, but something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. Like he thinks he started that music label. I mean, maybe, I guess, you're out there selling drugs and trading guns and killing people and, they're out there making music. Okay.
Yeah. Like, and that's your story or something like that?
And that's your story? Exactly.
Yes. That is number 3.
Number 3.
Ozzy's really looking to win.
Yeah. Somebody came to play.
Picking up on this bingo business.
Yes, you are.
Right. Yeah. So it's just that Zip came to you, and then that's how you ended up meeting Puffy.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I think 3 minutes. 9 more minutes. Okay. I think we went over a bunch of shit. So.
Let's go back to Chris. I want to take Chris Brown out of there, though. What I said about the dudes being blood?
Oh, yeah.
Take Chris Brown out of there because my niece.
You have to tell me the whole thing again, then, so I can use it.
Okay, my niece.
Sit back.
Okay, sit back.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
About the Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, well, these guys running around here claiming blood. These little entertainers like Justin Bieber, Bow Wow, and what's the guy's name? On Love and Hip Hop.
We had the same question last time. Somebody came up with it.
What's the guy's name?
Was it? Soldier Boy.
Okay. Let me start over with you. All right. Well, as far as the guys claiming blood, this Justin Bieber,
making
Bow Wow, and Soldier Boy.
Crisscross.
Well, yeah, It's just a fab. Y'all need to stop that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? People from our background is trying to get up out of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guys wait to get $1 million and want to be a blood. That's wrong. Y'all doing it backwards. You know what I'm saying? You guys not from here. You get caught up in that bullshit. But you guys doing it backwards. You guys should be trying to lead it for examples. Set example for kids. Don't try to get anything.
You told me that last time. You gave me a really good quote. You're like, you're doing it the other way around, right? You're doing it backwards. It's not that you don't want to. You're supposed to be getting out of the hood.
Okay. You're supposed to be getting out of the hood, not coming back $1 million going into the hood. Our objective is to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Get out of gangs. You guys doing it backwards. You guys need to cut that bullshit out.
So is that because you talked about Tupac? Is that how you felt about Tupac?
Yeah. I feel all these guys, entertainers, you guys fake it.
Tupac specifically, what was it about him?
What was it about Tupac?
That you didn't like? Because you told me you didn't like him last time.
I didn't ever say I didn't like him.
Yes, you did. You thought he was a punk-ass gangster wannabe or something.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah, he going around jumping sets. Going around jumping sets. First, he was with the Outlaws. He was from New York, Baltimore, Oakland. God damn. You know, that's against the code, man. You can't be jumping sets on me. Stick to one set on me. You're tripping. Yeah, and that ain't the way to go. You don't supposed to join the gang. You're supposed to be getting out of the gang. 25, become a grown man and get up out that shit. Shit ain't about nothing. It's either the prison or the fucking graveyard. So, you know, best thing to do, Justin Bieber and them, stay the fuck up away from that bullshit. So they ain't right. Yeah, I'm telling you from an OG.
Right. Did you how long?
That aged well.
How?
Threats. Mike Tyson, you like that too?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I got threat. A few people threatened me on the internet. Mike Tyson, Threats, Spice One. Stick to rapping and posse. You guys ain't about that life, man. You don't want to do life in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dan, I think that's kind of what he's trying to say, is that he was number one without saying he was number one.
You need to cut that bullshit out, man.
So you're telling all these people not to do this? Oh, go for it.
He wasn't in prison.
I'll just give you the question
to...
while he changes that.
Okay. I'm telling all these people not to do this, and I'm the fucking leader.
No, but also, yeah, good. So you say that. Because that's part of why you're talking to me now. Because you're out of the game.
Yeah, I'm 50-some years old. Right.
I have to say, I think the tie and the suit, the penguin shirt.
My daughter said I look like a swap meet pump. So daddy, you let them put, I swear to God, that's that shit from the swap. They know. Tell you, homie. That's just what.
Swap.
It's like a bear. It's like a bird on your chest. Is what they had.
Yeah, I mean, but I know swap meet over here.
Yeah. So this Versace, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Gave the belt 1,400, shoes 2,200. Just balling, man.
That's right.
Yeah, the one for me, shoes when they had never had a record company, homeboy.
All right, we're gonna do 4 or 5 more and then we're done. Yeah, you're seeing it completely LA. Yeah, you're good.
Justin Bieber was not from the hood. He was telling him to stay out.
Yeah, no.
You were telling those people not to go back, right?
Yes.
But that was your life.
Yes. I'm trying to tell them not to make the same mistake I made. You know what I'm saying? Get up out that shit, man. It ain't worth it. I'm 54 years old. Got 7 grandkids. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that, man.
What did you learn that you want to make sure these guys don't? What mistakes did you make that you don't want people to make?
What mistakes I made? Well, as far as drug game,
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
That was a mistake. Well, yeah. Mistakes I made with trusting people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't right, man. A lot of people folded chairs on me.
Well, you didn't. I mean, were you ever afraid? Like, I'm sure getting out of the game makes it better to live with some peace of mind. Like, nobody's going to jump you over. So,
yeah.
Is that true?
I'm kidding. I was just messing with you. Hey, we're going to go over this stuff before you put it on the air. Ain't you?
Yeah.
She said we're going to chop it up.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't be trying to save your ass, dude. So.
Couple of serious questions. Tupac dies. How do you feel about it? I mean, this is a guy who was a major rap star, movie star. You're telling me now that people shouldn't act like gangsters. You feel sad about it at all?
How do I feel about it? Well, I hate the brother, got himself in that, put himself in a predicament, stuff like that, just taking off. I hate the way you go. Life don't go like that, just taking off on innocent people. My nephew was young, 20 years old, just take off on him. He didn't do nothing to you, He didn't do nothing to you.
So you think it was deserved?
No, I don't think it was deserved. Brother should have kept his hands to himself, and I hated that to go that way because it really fucked up my life. Period.
Yeah. Do you think about his family?
Yes.
Yeah, your life.
What do you think about?
This is over.
I hated that to be. I hated that to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Lord be with you guys. That's what I feel.
Do you, since you said it ruined your life, do you have concerns about revealing all this stuff to me now?
Oh shit! The Lord got me. I'm protected by the Lord. The hand of the Lord got a shield over me. He helped me through cancer and everything. Kept a shield on me from being killed by the Compton police, just rampart, all that. Because when I was in, shit.
Since you told us about what happened that night in Vegas, do you feel bad? Do you feel like you want to apologize to Tupac's family?
Yes, I hated that to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. I hate that happen. He was a good rapper and stuff. He was a good role model for the people. I just hate he had that bad side in him. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to take off.
Do you want to apologize to his family?
No, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to his family. Yeah.
Okay. One last time.
Wow.
You said the shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
The people for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro.
So can you just tell me it was either one or the other?
Can't tell you that. It was in the back seat.
This is not something that we don't know already. You told me who was seated in the back, and you're saying the shots came from the back. So I'm asking you to tell me in your own words that either it was one or the other.
I don't know who it was.
Didn't he just say it a little while ago?
Yeah.
What's your
What now?
Didn't he just say it a little while ago?
What?
Who the shooter was?
Well, no, okay. The reporter or the interviewer, Diaz, asked him, was it true what was said in Murder Rap that he had said that Orlando had pulled the trigger? And he says, I never said that.
Gotcha.
But we've heard him talk to the cops where he did say that. And said that one person, Orlando had the gun and he tried to pull off a shot and he couldn't get at Tupac. So he handed it over to somebody else. And that's who I keep forgetting who that is. I want to say it's Dre.
Right.
Big Dre.
Right. Yep.
concern?
Was my concern?
Yeah. Honestly, just
right now, I just want to, the Lord is protecting me, so I really don't have no concern. I'm in the hands of the Lord. Yeah. All my people is religious.
You're concerned in revealing who shot Tupac.
What's my concern?
Yeah.
I don't have no concern. I just want to be saying I'm a fucking rat and running around like that, dude.
So this is about your code, right? This is about.
Yes.
Can you tell me that?
Yeah. Oh, this is about the code. I'm saying it came from the backseat, I'm tired of everybody trying to extort money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just out for the money, being greedy. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit. You know? Soliciting us. They've been soliciting us for years, man. Yeah.
All right, I've done one more question. You know how I do my little research? I read that a Glock 40 was found in Corey's yard. Is that true, Corey Edwards?
Well, they said Corey was the first one who made statements about the situation. And I never gave Corey no gun. And nobody from that car never gave Corey no gun.
Can you tell me how the gun ended up in the car?
I didn't have no gun. I don't know who had a gun.
Okay. What happened to the gun after the murder? What'd you do with it?
I have no recollection of what happened to that gun. So.
Okay.
So you know about Corey snitching me out like that?
No, I just read that I didn't know about the snitching. I knew that the gun was found in his backyard.
Yeah, his neighbor got killed. This shit ain't going on the thing. It is?
Okay, I'm going to view suddenly he has amnesia. Suddenly he has amnesia. He doesn't have any idea.
Good one.
46. Number 46.
Earlier he said in the proffer agreement that he didn't know what happened to the gun. Now all of a sudden we're hearing that Corey found it in his yard. What is going on here?
I think he's got diabetes other than
diabetes.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
But they're close, you know. They're close.
Yeah. So, don't know. Found in Corey's backyard. Okay.
No, his neighbor got killed. He got scared. Like, call Suge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. So,
all right, man. Well, do you think somebody tossed a gun to frame him? The one that was found in the backyard?
That was bullshit. Yeah. Corey was just trying to get on trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up in Vegas then. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, man. That's what he said. He
told you. I mean, that's what Tara wants too. Not just me. Thanks, man.
But I would think, maybe you might want to ask him a steady question now. Like, if it was a sunny, was it here, the windows up and down, you might now.
Oh, yeah, let's get that real quick. Yeah. I mean, it's actually it's nighttime, so.
Yeah, but you might want to mention this ain't happening at night.
Right. Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just do it real quick. Just a setting. 3 minutes.
My sister's going to kill me, man. I won't cook that food.
It's your lawyer who's asking.
Just setting.
That's what I'm saying. Because it helps the description. Yeah, let's keep rolling. Sorry, guys. Randy, do you have anything?
I have one thing. I'll tell you. You can tell me.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand right here.
Okay.
Just so like we can sort of paint a picture about that night. Just tell me, like, was it cold? Was it warm? What happened in?
It was warm. It was kind of warm. September 7th. It was warm. It was warm and shit. They wanted. What else?
Was it? Were you guys drunk? Because you.
No, we weren't drunk or nothing. You fucked up our eye. For the fuck up our eye. We could go get out. Drink bottles and smoke some weed and stuff.
You knew what you were doing. Okay. You weren't under the influence. Never mind. Were you driving fast? How fast were you driving? How slow were you driving?
I was never driving. I was in the passenger.
You were in the car. So.
We took it. We know not to burn rubber. That put us on. From being accountants, not to burn rubber and stuff like that. Shit.
How long were you driving around till you saw them? How long did you drive around until you saw them?
Oh, no. We just left the next door. It took about 5-10 minutes to see them.
And what were you doing before that? You just driving around? Just tell me that.
No, we were going back to the hotel. We was leaving the liquor store, going to the hotel, to our hotel room.
So you were not out there looking for them specifically?
No.
You just happened to see them?
Just happened to see
them. So it was a bad luck?
Yeah, it was bad luck. Yeah. If he didn't even been out the window, we would have never seen him. He's hanging out the window like he was in the parade. Tupac, the ladies was out of Tupac, something like this, hanging out the window.
Okay. Any other details that are important? Oh, yeah. Did you see? Well, you just told me.
It was dark. Nighttime. What time was it? About 9 o'clock? At nighttime, yeah. Dang, cool, yo, where you, man?
Did you guys have the windows down? Was the radio playing?
Yeah, the radio playing. We should go get out and have some fun. Yeah.
Okay, Randy, what you got? You can ask him.
Well, I just think there was. I got you. There was word on the street that Orlando, after the shooting, was taking credit. Can you speak to that, react to that, those sentiments?
Orlando would never go around bragging about no stuff like that. Why would he incriminate himself? You know what I'm saying? If he did some stuff like that. Orlando would never do no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Never in his life.
So to the best of your knowledge, there was no chatter in the streets between two gangs about that?
No, not to my knowledge. I heard that he had a hit out on me for $100,000. So I'm worried about that.
Describe that. What did you hear about this hit?
What's that?
What did you hear about this hit?
That was the media Lucas Clark. He said he had a hit out on me.
Potato chips.
I just started laughing.
I think
Who had a hit out on you?
Somebody's handling it.
Fucking Death Row, Paris. Maybe the police. That's the only person I was worried about was the police. Because they can handcuff you, pull you over, and kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah.
You good? Yeah. Elmo, can everyone sit still for 15 seconds while we got a room down?
Finally. You did it.
Mr. Dorsey, those were the two conversations we listened to in 2017, correct?
Yes.
And then in 2018, the
Thank
finished
God.
product we saw yesterday, that was Mario Diaz's finished product.
Yes, February of 2018 is when the show premiered.
At some point, did you become aware of a book written by Mr. Davis and a Joseph Yap?
Yes, I was maybe late 2018 when I think a Twitter account popped up under Keefe D's name, and they were starting to promote it and put excerpts from the book up. That's when I knew for sure the book that he had mentioned during his interview with Death Row Chronicles that was actually happening.
And then in 2019, did you actually get a copy of the book?
Yes, as soon as the book was published, like the first day, I got a copy and read it.
Did you read it?
I did. I read it immediately in one sitting.
Subsequent to that, have you seen Mr. Davis hold the book up and claim ownership of this book?
Yes, when he did his first Vlad TV interview, Vlad TV is a channel on YouTube. It's a really popular interview channel. That was in, I think, the summer of 2019. He, at one point, held up a copy of his book and told people that they should read it and that it was the real truth.
First, I'm going to show you State's Proposed Exhibit 67, 68.
Yes, Vlad
You should take a look at those.
on the bingo card.
Yep. Do those appear to be the front and back cover of that book that Mr. Davis was?
Nope, nope.
So it's next
No.
week. Liabilities.
Any objection?
Objection.
So admit.
Liabilities.
Showing you what's been marked as
And again for
1.7.
next week.
Just briefly flip through that. That's the Kindle version because there is a redaction in there. While he's doing that, I'm going to put 167 in. Or 67. Yes, appears to be the Kindle version of that particular book.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to go through the entire book with you, but I do have some questions. Does Mr. Davis in the first chapter describe his purpose in writing this book?
I don't recall exactly what he says at the beginning of the book.
Okay, the jury will have it back.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
I guess, Judge, I'll move to admit, what is that, 127?
Is that the book? So Kindle excerpts of the book.
It's the Kindle book with the court's redaction.
Okay. Any objection that hasn't previously been litigated? You may.
How are they printing out a Kindle? I want to know.
I don't know. Good thing
I
we
don't
can
know.
zoom right through it.
It's true.
They'll work it out. Have faith.
There we go.
Does the defendant, let me ask this, do you know who Michael Giroux is?
Yes, Michael DeRoe Jr., street name was Little Owl. He was Orlando Anderson's best friend. I
You
just
guys got it. It'll be on next week's card.
In the book,
Liabilities.
does Mr. Davis
Nice.
claimed that he had some little homies in Las Vegas, and that's how he heard about the 662.
Yes, he said that there were people that were locals there that had heard the advertisements that the concert was happening that night with Tupac.
Judge, I'm going to ask you to take judicial notice of State of Nevada versus Michael DeRoe, 96C 13644 in the 8th Judicial District Court of Nevada. That Michael DeRoe.
We can't see Brando because you have it on a green screen.
1996 for trafficking in a controlled
Oh yeah. What am I doing?
Pled guilty.
Yeah, we can't see
And on August 4th,
Brando.
1996 was remanded to boot camp and was in
Did he
boot camp at the
disappear?
time of the homicide.
Can you the case number again?
96.
See his like ear keeps popping up.
Oh.
Now you
Oh,
can see.
Nine.
I see him.
96C 136488.
488. Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second.
Sidebar.
Sidebar.
URROGH.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check judgment of conviction.
The old cheek pincher. Papa Smurf. It makes
There
me
is a judgment of conviction from
I don't know why he
and
has to do that all
2397
the
showing
time.
that. Judicial notice is taken.
Thank you. And specifically that he was remanded to the custody of NDOC.
I'm gonna give. Is that your final answer?
There.
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final answer?
August 20th, there was a hearing.
29.
Let's check on 120
Nancy.
without valuation. And then he was committed. The order of commitment was 8/22/96. Okay, I'll take that judicial notice then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you get Michael Darrow's moniker?
Yeah, it's called Little Owl. Little Owl on the street. Owl like the bird.
Within the book, does Mr. Davis use a different moniker for Little Owl?
Yes, he calls him the Reaper.
We just heard Mr. Davis talk about Corey Edwards in that second interview.
Right.
Do you know who Corey Edwards is?
Yes, he was at the time a close associate of Keefe D's. I think he referred to him as a lieutenant in his organization.
And the moniker, he uses the real moniker in his book, correct?
His name was C. Ray.
At the
C-Ray.
Well, before I get to the end of this book, early on, does the defendant describe his early criminal career that ultimately resulted in some convictions that sent him to prison?
Yes.
And Judge, I have marked as state proposed exhibit number 73 and 74, a felony conviction for possession of a controlled substance in Municipal Court of Compton, Judicial Court, County of Los Angeles, State of California, in case number A636901, as well as same charge, case A637226.
Any objection? Oh, you're asking to admit those?
Yes. Those
Any objection, Mr. Stamp?
No objection.
So admitted?
Mr. Davis also described going to prison for 3 or 4 years in the late 80s.
Yes, he refers to it as Gladiator School.
Of course he
Now,
does.
at the back of the book, he calls out some people that he's upset with.
Yes.
One of those people is.
Objection, Your Honor, deleting.
Okay, will you rephrase?
Do you know? Well, who's Uchi's?
Uchi?
Yeah.
Uchi, I think we believe, is Win. Win Prince was a very good friend of his that he believed had snitched him at some point.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this as speculation.
What's your response? State.
Well, I'll lay a little more foundation.
Okay, so it's sustained at this time. You may attempt to lay more foundation.
What does Mr. Davis say about Uchi's in the book?
He says that Uchi has been a good friend of his
Before
since they were
before he
children.
answers the question, may I approach?
Yes.
His name is what? Coochie?
Mr. Coochie, I presume.
Oh my God.
Are you related to Mr. Beaver? He was in here earlier.
Beaver nuggets.
Yeah, beaver nuggets. I Mr. Coochie, and I had just some beaver nuggets for lunch today. And
I mean,
Wow.
some might say that would have been a good day for you, Costy.
All right.
it's not the worst.
You have to answer to the incomplete question. State, you may proceed.
Thank you. Can you describe for me what the defendant describes about Uchi's in the book?
Sure, he says he's one of his oldest friends, describes him as his right-hand man, and says that he is dead, that he's been killed. All three of those things line up with Win Prince.
I'm going to ask you the next question, which is, what do you know about Wendell Prince?
Not a whole lot other than just he was really tight with Keefe. There's a great photo of them together. There's actually several photos of them together over the years. And I think Wendell Prince was ultimately killed, I think in like a backyard over a drug deal or something like that. And I believe Keefe was listed as a pallbearer at his funeral.
What does he say about
Bearer? It put it up as poor bearer.
The brother of
P-A-W.
Tayshaun Prince.
Poor bearer.
And there's only two brothers of Tayshaun Prince, and only one of them is involved in any of the street business, which would be Thomas Lamar Prince. And I'm not sure what else he says about Prince as far as, but I think he's listing people he has grievances with.
And finally, you don't know. There's a person named Menace.
Right.
You're unable to identify.
We've never been able to figure out who Menace is. There was a Southside Crip with that street name, but we don't think that that's who it is.
Now, you've been involved in this project, well, I guess it's 2012. Correct. In 2012, did you go and look at all the publicly available information there was that you could find?
Yes.
Did you, I'll start with Defense Exhibit A. Can you put it on me? I would do this actually like this, but
No.
Mr. Davis in 2008 said that the girls.
Objection, Your Honor, is leading.
What did
Is
Mr.
this
Davis
literally evidence?
say about girls on the corner?
This is what I call the exhibit of the day. Exhibit of the day. I just have to find it on the card.
Yeah. It's where they can't draw a straight line on grid paper. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Or use a pen that like you can see on grid paper, like a marker or something, because you can't even see it. Where is it?
Yeah, so so I'm here. We've got Greg Kading. Kading, you're a snake. You seriously jeopardized the lives and safety of myself and my family, so you could be seen as the super cop who solved the Tupac Biggie murders. You ain't did shit, bitch.
Ooh, ouch.
Let's see. Tucker, retired NBA player Tashawn Prince's brother Tucker, has been on the streets telling people that I was snitching. But bitch, you work for the FBI, motherfucker.
Damn.
You're on their payroll.
I'm going to also give you 14 and 19. 14 and 19.
Dirt Rock, you come over to buy some shit from me. The next day, the apartment gets raided. Menace, you was there and didn't tell me shit. You sat up there and worked with them people and crossed me the whole time. Lost your apartment, then you moved back into my house knowing you're working for the FBI. Uchi, the federal agent, was sitting up there talking like you were my best friend. I had been knowing you since 1965. Nice. I know you've passed away, but that was wrong, homie. C-Ray, you got caught in Ohio with 3 gallons of PCP. And a kilo of cocaine and only did a year and a half. The minimum sentence for getting caught with 3 gallons of water is at least 20 years. According to the federal sentencing guidelines and their point system, 3 gallons of water gets you 38 points. Oh, you've been snitching the whole time. When you got raided on the Biggie Smalls raid, you the only one they raided that knew the inner working of our business like that.
Dirty Stingray.
The Reaper, which I guess is Al, little Al, Lando's best friend. Reaper, you sit up there in fucking prison and do your fucking time trying to get a transfer on me. Come on, homie. You're wrong, homie. Then you talk about I don't send you anything. Of course I won't send you anything. You did a lot of foul shit. The out-of-towners. You N-words out there in Virginia, one named Pete in Richmond, Virginia. N-word, you don't even know anything about me, and you out there snitching on me. You don't know me, Pedro Hernandez or Geno Smith or Dirt Rock or Tucker. And then the nameless. One dude who shall remain nameless, but you know who you are, got caught in St. Louis with 14 kilos. 14 kilos get you an automatic minimum sentence of 10 years based on the sentencing guidelines. How the fuck you only do 2 years after getting caught with 14 kilos? It would take an act of Congress to get off that shit. Boss man, you did me wrong too. Then you go around saying Keefe D snitching. I saved your life. You and the dude I introduced you to, I saved both your lives. They had your asses punished. You just don't know, bro. But it was behind me. They had all of us. Boss man, you already know how they can come in and destroy your life. I chose to save lives rather than destroy lives. I saved 48 people from getting indicted. Damn, dude. And it goes on, but those are the names. I was just curious.
That they drove forward and hit the right turn on the Cobalt, just like he was in the white Cadillac, and that they almost collided with each other. He referred to them as stupid bitches and said that they shot past them and the girls stopped.
That's nice.
As of 2008, when that statement was made, was there any public information of a car chasing the Cadillac?
There was not no public information.
You referred to them as stupid
More about
bitches.
them almost colliding with each other.
I'm gonna check that as a foundation.
Stupid bitches has been called. Stupid
In the
bitches.
public information you were able to find, were you able to find any information?
I've never seen that before 2008 printed anywhere that there was a near collision between the girls in the Sebring and the white Cadillac.
Yes.
Once again, I'm gonna check as a foundation. Public knowledge as to how exactly he's talking about.
If you could lay more foundation about what he's reviewed to ultimately state this.
Sure. What did you review?
The definitive book for a long time on this case was Kathy Scott's book, The Killing of Tupac Shakur. Probably dozens of news articles from back then that I went back through. I went to UCLA's archives and went through their newspaper archives looking for articles about this. I read the Labyrinth book by Randall Sullivan, which was primarily about Biggie's murder, but also covered Tupac's murder to some extent. It just isn't anywhere that I could find.
Now, Kathy Scott does say girls in a Chrysler sedan, correct?
Correct. She does not say Sebring. She just says a Chrysler. And she doesn't say anything about them going around the corner.
Oh yeah, no.
You mean when she grabbed the wheel and somebody may or may not have hit the gas pedal and she was driving the car?
It's from the passenger seat. Yeah, we heard that testimony. That was exciting.
She put the car in drive and took the wheel, but mysteriously the gas pedal hit itself so that she could drive it. That sounds plausible.
6 months later, Barb.
Why
correct.
wake up something like that? Like,
It's crazy.
Do you know how stupid that sounds?
These bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
Is it offered for its
I'm
truth?
glad I have
Or
three
is it-
smart
It's offered
bitches.
for
You
that.
know?
Bitches be crazy.
Anything that was said.
Okay, so I'm going to overrule the objection. The jury is not to consider what Ms. Scott wrote in her book for truth in any way. It's only to be considered to show that that wasn't included. This specific detail was not included in her book. You may proceed.
And then finally, I'm going to put up for you Defendant's Exhibit B. And if I can figure out how to zoom, because I never use these. Here we go.
Watch your eyes, folks.
I want you to read that to yourself. Got it? Prior to, I can't remember what day, sometime last week, when this report became public, are you aware of any public information that Mr. Anderson was trying to get into the Coyote Cafe?
I've never heard of that.
Thank you, sir. I'll pass the witness.
Passing the witness. Defense. Turn.
Dorsey, are you a detective with Metropolitan Department?
Nope.
Not in
And your testimony here today
1996.
is really based upon your work for this.
It is
Polly's
polysource.
here.
Not in 1996
No, I had nothing to do
self-driving
with the
car.
writing
I can promise you
I don't
that.
care about the writing of the book, but you're here because of the Chronicles, the Death Row Chronicles thing that you did, right?
Let's make sure we're talking about the correct things. I did not write that book. I had nothing to do with it. I made the murder rap documentary that came a few years later that was based on that book. And then I
Hair
was a
talk.
consultant on Death Row Chronicles series that we've been playing.
Hair talk.
From here.
Do you recall when the state asked you
I'm 23.
that you were first involved
I'm
with this
23
in
years
2012?
Wait,
Yes.
In what way were you involved?
what
in
are the
2012?
rules
In
on
late
particular
2012, I
bingo
came across
card?
an article about Greg Kading's murder rap.
What don't?
What are the rules on this bingo card? Like,
What do you mean?
that,
Uh-oh, we got robot Kazi.
Yeah. Try again.
like in like all sides, picture frame, diagonal.
Oh, we're doing the X
We're on
right
the
now.
X. Yeah.
Are you doing the X? Okay.
Big X. Then once that's done, we'll do the picture frame, which does all the way around the perimeter.
Okay.
And then it's the full blackout.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Book, and that's what first alerted me that the book even existed. And I reached out to Greg, asked if he wanted to make a documentary. He sent me a copy of the book and said, read it. And if I'm still interested, he's interested.
Okay. And your job really was, for the next couple of years, was to, do your own independent research?
Combination of doing my own independent research and also having Greg explain to me, a 3-4 year long investigation that he had conducted.
And your testimony to the jury was that you spent a couple of years doing that.
Correct.
And in terms of the books that you had mentioned that you used was Murder Rap, which is this book right here, right?
Yes.
Written by Greg Kading.
Correct.
And then you also used Kathy Scott's book, right?
That's correct, yes.
This book right here?
Yes.
You know what version of her book that you used?
I'm not sure what version I used.
And then you used another book. And what was that final book?
There was one called Labyrinth by Randall Sullivan.
Did you say that before?
I said it just a minute ago, yes.
Okay. What other books besides that?
I'm not sure.
Any other books?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but there might have been some others.
How about Welcome to Death Row by Lee Savage?
No, I've seen the docuseries that he produced.
How about this book here by Frank Alexander, who was present on the night of the shooting?
I've read excerpts from that.
Excerpts?
Yes, sir.
Not the whole thing?
No.
Okay. How about this book here? I think you've mentioned this before, Original Gangsters?
Yes, I've read that book.
That's the one you said before.
No, I don't think I've mentioned that one yet, but I have read that. I know the author.
And then how about this book here? Looks like it's an autobiography, Only God Can Judge Me by Jeff Crow.
Yes, I've read that.
All right. Now, fair to say that when your job here and what you've done is talk to us a little bit about you or your work in the documentaries, right? That's what you're doing here today.
Sure, and what I learned in the process of making a documentary, yes.
Right, and what you learned in the process of making a documentary. I just want to make sure we're clear for the jury. Documentaries really is a business, right?
Sure. It's not a very good business, but yeah.
Yeah. In fact, you can do a lot better than sitting up here today talking about or testifying about a murder that took place 30 years ago, right?
I could do better, what, business-wise?
Yeah.
Sure. If I was running a show for Discovery like I do in the past, yes, that pays very well.
Sure. And with regards to what you do with business, and I want to make sure the jury understands, there's a project, there's a sort of an idea that's out there that's formulated, and then at some point there's a discussion as to whether or not it's marketable or not, right?
Correct.
And then maybe you go out and you farm it out for people to invest in the project and maybe provide money and funding for
Sometimes you do, and sometimes you just do it yourself.
Right. And the idea behind it at some point is because you want to be able to sell your product to the viewers, right?
That's part of the idea, but that's not the only reason I make it.
Sure. Now, in this case, though, when you are looking through your documentary, you're doing a documentary here on the Death Row Chronicles, right? Death Row Chronicles meaning death row, or what was it?
No, I'm focused mainly on the murders of both Tupac and Biggie.
All right. And you team up with Greg Kading.
I do.
And Greg Kading, I would imagine in your work over the 2 years that you did the research, you were looking through all the details of what you could find on the Tupac murder.
Yes, but he also turned over his case files from the LAPD to me. So
can you describe for us what those case files look like?
Absolutely. They were digitized case files. It was over 2,700 PDF reports going back to 97 or so. Probably over 100 hours of audio of interviews with witnesses and potential suspects, photos, crime scene photos, mainly of the Biggie case, that kind of thing.
Anything else?
Off the top of my head, that's mainly it. You got, there was some video of from the Biggie shooting. There was some home video that was entered into as evidence.
Right. And when you were doing your research, the 2 years of research you did on this particular project, you interviewed detectives?
I did. I interviewed Greg Kading. I interviewed Kelly Cooper, who was one of the original detectives out of Wilshire Homicide on the Biggie case. I interviewed, well, those are the two main detectives I interviewed for the case.
All right. I just want to hear something to do with Las Vegas Metro. Did you interview any detectives in Las Vegas Metro?
I did not.
You do understand that the homicide of Tupac Shakur was the responsibility of Las Vegas Metro?
100%.
And as of right now, you're telling us you interviewed a guy.
It is a big deal to get all that documentation.
From California stuff.
No, Kelly Cooper's a man. But yes.
Oh, fine.
Pretty salty.
Yes. But both of those people are in California.
Yes.
All right. Now, in addition to that, can you tell us, for instance, who the detectives were that were the lead detectives from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department that handled this investigation?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
You're done. Okay. Sergeant Manning. There was a Detective Becker.
He's
Detective
a
Long.
spicy one, isn't
Becker,
he?
Long.
That's all I'm aware of off the top of my head.
Are you?
I like this guy. He gets spicy.
He sounds very confident.
Yeah.
You know, he's just throwing answers out there like.
Okay. Can you see my mouse? I don't think you can. Look at the Is he like laying back like gonna pinch my cheeks some more?
Is the guy in the back like one of the court officers? He looks like he's sleeping, standing up.
Wake up, court.
Yes, the current or most recent detective, yes.
Now, when you finally put this project together, I'm assuming you call up Metro and say, hey, we got the guy who's confessed now to the crime, right?
I do once Death Row Chronicles airs.
Sorry, what?
After Death Row Chronicles airs, I reach out to Metro Police, yes.
Yes, you reach out to Metro Police. Who is it that you spoke to at Las Vegas Metro?
Well, first I got on their website and just emailed their general info at homicide email address. And a while later, Detective Mogg responded to me, and we started going from there.
So you know who Detective Mogg is?
I do, yes.
Now, in fact, you were given an interview at some point in the future by the Sun from England. You recall meeting with a reporter?
Yes.
James Desborough?
Desborough, yes.
Okay. And in that interview, you had told Mr. Desborough that you had to send out 100 emails to Metro.
Eventually, once we're going back and forth, yes.
Okay, and those emails were all concerning the Tupac case.
Yes, correct.
Now,
and that was over the course of several years.
Fine. Okay. But once again, you had said, hey, we have information. Please look at my documentary, right? Something was not.
No, that's not what I said. I said watch Death Row Chronicles.
Oh, I apologize.
So, you keep conflating my documentary with the series Death Row Chronicles. I did not make Death Row Chronicles. I was just a consultant on it.
Okay.
But that's the one where Keefe first went public with his interview, which made it noteworthy enough for me to be like, you should look at this. This is new information for your case.
And when you sat down to actually start working on the project Death Row Chronicles,
yes,
we are listening to audio of those two interviews that happened, right?
Correct.
Now, up until that point, fair to say, Mr. Davis had never spoken about this publicly.
To my knowledge, he'd never spoken publicly about this case. No, that's what made it significant.
Right, and you had been aware, of course, that according to your understanding of the proffer of 2008, if he didn't say anything to, like, say, a media source, then the proffer would still be protecting him.
That's how I understood it, yes.
So, in essence, when you were sitting down with Mr. Davis, you were pushing him to violate the proffer.
I'm not pushing him. I'm not even in the room with him.
I know. We're going to talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But in essence, you are on a little earbud or something along those lines in another room, and you're telling the interviewer to keep pressing on Mr. Davis.
I was not thinking at all about him violating his proffer. I honestly didn't think the proffer would ever be used. I didn't understand that's how that worked. I thought he's giving a public confession. That public confession can be used, absolutely.
Now, in addition to that, you are in another room, and you do not want to be seen by Mr. Davis.
That's right.
In fact, Mr. Kading, Detective Kading, former Detective Kading, is also not present because he does not want to be seen by Mr. Davis.
That's correct.
And so, in essence, as you're sitting there listening to the conversation, you're telling the person information that's specific to the 2008 recording.
Yes, I'm going. I know when he knows more to a question that he hasn't answered yet, or if there's another way to phrase a question that might help.
Now, in
but I can tell you sorry to cut you off, but most of the questions were written in advance. I only offered up maybe a half dozen total across 2 interviews of additional questions.
Yeah, so let's make sure we understand, because we're not in the room and there's no cameras. As we're listening to the recording, there's another voice that's on the recording, sometimes talking about getting a Diet Coke or something to do like, oh, this is great. Is that you?
No, there were a couple other, it depended on when people came and went from that office, and there was different people in there on different days. It was just employees of the production company or other contractors that were on that show.
And in addition to that, while you're sitting there,
Tiffany, I have not read the whole book. I pulled out the most important parts just to go over it earlier when we were preparing for watching the trial, because I wanted to see what it said compared to what some of these reports say. That's about it.
you're having these conversations about Mr. Davis, and you are, is it typing? Because I'm hearing like little like knocks on something. Is that you texting?
That's me texting, yes.
And so you're texting the individual that's listening?
I'm texting Maria, yes, sir.
Now, as you're doing that, of course, Mr. Davis does not know that you're doing that.
Correct.
And you are working at that particular point for which company?
I was a contractor for Entertainment One / Feature Films, the production company.
So you are not an employee, you're an independent contractor?
Correct.
All right. Technically working for yourself?
Sure.
All right. And the contract that was between Mr. Davis and whoever on the show would have been with you?
No, it would have been with the production company.
All right. So the production company meaning who?
Again, Entertainment One or Feature Films. I'm not sure who he dealt with.
Okay. So Mr. Davis has a contract with regards to the production. And during the time period that we are listening to your recording, fair to say, though, that you have basically taken your phone and placed it by the speaker.
Yes, that's correct.
And you're basically recording the entire conversation.
That's right.
Including the parts that technically was never, ever either produced in a BET production or anything like that.
There were some extra bits in there, sure.
Sure. And once again, you didn't have the permission of either BET to do that, right?
Again, I didn't have to seek their permission to do it.
You're an independent contractor. You don't have a contract with Mr. Davis. So tell me how you believe you could report that without Mr. Davis' permission.
Absolutely. I have a technical
calls for a legal conclusion. Massenberg's contract.
Overall, I think he can answer the question as asked.
A couple of things. First of all, contract does not outline every single duty that a contract that a crew member is going to do on a shoot. It's not like you have to constantly keep getting permission to do stuff in order to do your job. My job there was primarily centered on his interview. So once I realized that when he showed up that first day and was kind of giving them the runaround, and he was dressed in shorts and a t-shirt and was acting like he didn't know why he was supposed to be there and that the interview wasn't supposed to be that day, I sat in that office for quite a while before they got started. And then we've learned that basically, look, we're going to have to interview this guy twice. We're going to try to get him in now and get something, but he's going to have to come back later. I thought, okay, well, then I'm going to record it so that in between these interviews, I don't know how long it's going to be before we get him back again, I have a record of what he said so that when we come back for round 2, I know proper questions that should be in there, what has already been answered thoroughly and what we need to ask him again. That is why I made that recording. Never in a million years did I think that recording was going to be playing in court.
And of course, you turned over that recording to BET because once again, it's part of their work, right?
No, of course not.
You kept that recording?
Yes.
And you do understand, though, that in the state of California, if you are recording someone without their permission, that is a crime.
It just calls for a legal conclusion again.
I'm asking for his understanding of the law, Senator.
Calls for a legal
Sustained.
Sure, I'll
It's sustained. Hang on. You can, if you want to rephrase without asking him about a specific California law.
That's all right. He's reading into it. Let me ask you this question, though, sir. When you are recording this conversation,
yes,
did you at that particular point turn it over to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department?
I did not.
You kept that recording,
yes,
and then you created your project with that, right?
No, I've never used that recording for anything. What project are you talking about?
Let me ask you this, though, sir. In terms of who's responsible here to solve the Tupac murder, that's not your responsibility, right?
It can be anybody's responsibility.
Okay. You're saying that it's not Metro's?
It could be theirs as well. Of course it is. Any citizen can investigate a crime if they want to.
Right. And we're going to get into that a little bit. But in terms of how you go about doing your job, fair to say that a detective would be the one that would handle that investigation.
Sure.
Right?
At some point, sure.
Right. And it's not like, say, the FBI. It's not LAPD, right? Compton PD. In this case, the Tupac murder was the responsibility of Metro.
To some extent, except that I know LAPD made the argument that if the crime was planned in the city of Los Angeles, that they could also take ownership of the case. And you can ask Greg Kading about that if he comes up here.
I don't know what you just said. I'm just asking you this question.
I mean,
let me just ask you this question, sir. So you send over notice to Metro, and you say, hey, we solved this thing. You send over 100
44, sir. That wasn't the question.
They were.
No, that's a yes or no answer. They didn't do anything about it.
Didn't do anything about it. Define didn't do anything. They were working the case as far as I was concerned. They were responding to me.
44 has been called, sir. What
That
was
is
it?
not the question.
That is not the question. Oh, it's a fun freeze. Okay.
I was sending them because he kept talking. He started doing YouTube interviews. So every time he would do an interview, I'd like send it to him. Be like, hey, here's a new interview. Hey, this clip, he says this for the first time publicly. He says this. And there was back and forth going on with me and Detective Mogg. So I got the sense that he was absolutely working that case. And it's Detective Work 101. If your suspect is talking, you let him talk. And he was talking. So every interview he did was additional evidence. He's against him.
Okay. So what was he talking in?
What was he talking in?
Sure. What was the information that he was talking in? Are you talking about your documentary at this particular point?
No, I'm talking about he's going on YouTube. He's going on Vlad TV. He went on, I think he ended up doing a total of 9 interviews on YouTube over a 4-year period.
Did you verify any of the information that he gave you?
What do you mean?
Well, the information that you learned in this case. Right?
Who gave me?
Well, the information that you learned from either the listing of the 2008 proper or in the interview with.
We got a bingo?
Woohoo!
Finally? Malamutes. You won already, though, didn't you? I think so.
I think that was last week.
Wait a minute.
Right.
So you might have to pay it forward.
Am I kidding?
Yeah, you can pay it forward. It keeps people from cheating if we make them pay it forward, at least for the following week. You can go back to being a winner next week.
Yeah. Rosalind's going to strong arm you.
Well, you know.
We want to spread the love, right? We don't want the same person to win every single bingo.
That's right.
Yeah. We need parity among the people.
Oh, she wants to give it to Sister Sal.
And Sister Sal is gonna say, give it to someone else. We played this game all the time, but I'll try. If she's not here though, right? Is Sister Sal still
Sister Sal, it's a one. There's no takesies, backsies. It gives these away. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send her. I have her email, so she's.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Stuck with
Great. Just send her the gift certificate.
I'll just send her the gift certificate.
She can give it to someone else if she wants.
All right.
Thank you so much, Malamutes.
X has.
All right, we're moving on to the around the horn.
Let me just write that down, Sister Sal, and yes, we're going to do the picture frame, the perimeter, the rimmer, however you want to call it. See you later, Maylin. You have a good night as well.
Bye, Maylin.
All right, let's keep going, folks.
Bye, Maylin.
Did you go out and conduct your own investigation to verify the information?
Sure, I went through. Well, again, I had unfettered access to the case files, and there's lots of corroborating evidence in those case files.
Now, when you say the case files, and I want to make sure I'm clear here.
Sure.
You're talking about Greg Kading.
Yes.
And you're talking about Greg Kading, who's former LAPD.
Well, I'm not just talking about Greg Kading. I'm talking about every detective that came before him. I am. You're trying to phrase it in a certain way. Not just Greg Kading. It's not just his files. In fact, the majority of them are from detectives that came before him, including Las Vegas police files.
All right.
I feel like that's got to count for something.
Sure. A lot of the big detectives had gathered evidence. Don't shake your head.
Right.
A lot of big detectives gathered evidence. Jeez, man. A lot of big detectives that gathered.
Like the
Lawyer's
lawyer
gonna need a lawyer.
needs a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's gonna need. He's 33. He's getting himself in trouble here.
Yeah, Encino man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
33. 33. This guy needs a lawyer.
Count it.
I'm going to back it up so we can hear it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
About Greg Kading, who's former LAPD.
Well, I'm not just talking about Greg Kading. I'm talking about every detective that came before him. I am. You're trying to phrase it in a certain way. Not just Greg Kading. It's not just his files. In fact, the majority of them are from detectives that came before him, including Las Vegas police files.
All right. What detectives are you talking about?
He told you.
Sure. A lot of the big detectives had gathered evidence. Don't shake your head. A lot of big detectives gathered evidence. Jeez, man. A lot of big detectives had gathered evidence that pertained to the Tupac case because the two cases it became known or believed
I'm
were connected.
also going to
So they had
call
informants
defense
coming forward to them on
counsel
the Biggie
makes
case
it
that were saying,
worse.
hey, these two things are connected.
Okay. And once
12. Defense counsel makes it worse. 12.
All right.
A lot of big detectives had gathered evidence that pertained to the Tupac case because the two cases it became known or believed were connected. So they had informants coming forward to them on the Biggie case that were saying, hey, these two things are connected.
Okay. And once again, evidence or information that would have gone to the detective, right?
Eventually to Greg Kading and his team of detectives, yes.
Once again, you got to understand, Greg Kading was not responsible for the investigation of the Tupac murder.
Correct.
He was part of the task force specifically for the Biggie Smalls murder.
That's correct.
And you are aware at some point he's removed from that task force, right?
Yes.
And one of the things he does is he steals the Tupac file.
I object to the word steals.
I'm sorry, he borrows.
I don't mean like a legal sense I object. This is a person I object to. I'm not wagering an objection. I take issue with the word steal. Any detective can take case files with them when they leave the department. It happens all the time. It's extremely common. In fact, I just did a series on Ted Bundy last year based on the same exact thing. One of the lead detectives on the Bundy case in the 70s took a box of files with him, and we were able to obtain those files, and we made a show about Ted Bundy based on those files.
Did we just hear that? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Did we just hear that?
The witness objected.
Yeah, the witness objecting from the stand.
It's awesome.
He just admitted he had got his hands on stolen case files.
He's like, don't shake your head.
15. 15 has been called.
But don't call him stolen.
Did
Don't
we
call him
just
stolen.
hear that? Oh my God.
15 has been called.
This is the craziest trial I've ever watched. I'm like, oh my
I knew
God.
it was going to be good. I just didn't know it was going to be this good. Oh boy. Oh goodness. Okay, number 15. Let's see.
Detective can't count you. Fair? You're not a detective.
Like legally, I can't say that. I can say based on my experience as a true crime producer for the past 20 years, it's very common in my line of work to come across files that detectives have taken home with them.
That's fair.
Wait,
So
hold
I wanna
on.
make sure I'm clear. You're telling us that Detective.
You want me to back it up?
Number 13, detective from the hood knows the street code. Did you hear that exchange right there? I mean, it's perfect.
It sounds like not only do they know it, but they're telling other people it, which is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy shouldn't know that the police, and detectives are taking case files home, and
right.
That guy should not know any of that. He
But
should have to go through FOIA requests just like everybody other.
Yeah, everybody.
But I mean in a bingo sense.
Yes, we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
He's getting serious about bingo. You hear this?
I hear this. We've
He
got
must be on the verge of a win.
I was raised in the halls.
Okay, I've backed it up just a pinch, guys.
100%.
So you can't sit here and tell us what a detective can count you. Fair? You're not a detective.
Like legally, I can't say that. I can say based on my experience as a true crime producer for the past 20 years, it's very common in my line of work to come across files that detectives have taken home with them.
That's fair.
So I want to make sure I'm clear. You're telling us that Detective Kading took a file that he wasn't even part of the investigation on? You're saying that's what happened here?
That would be hearsay.
What do you mean? He took a file that was not a case he didn't work?
Yes.
As soon as Keefe confessed to the Tupac's murder, they took ownership of that case. And again, you're going to have to ask him that question because I was not there for that.
So once again, that's something you're saying that Greg Kading should come here and testify to.
If he wants to, sure.
And once again, based upon your research of this file for the 2 years prior to the documentary or the project that you were working on.
Yes, murder rap, yes.
You learned, of course, that Greg Kading was basically had issues with credibility.
Objection, Judge. We broke.
Yep. Oh. Approaching the bench. I guess they'd like to object directly to the judge, maybe? I don't know.
Anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or rewatch or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected to this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected to the trial until the case is submitted to you. We'll have you guys back here at 3:30. Please rise for the jury.
All right, Jay's taking a break. The court's taking a break. Oh, we got a question.
What, Mercy? Regarding what can be questioned regarding Greg Keating. That was the initial objection. So the initial objection had to do with Detective Keating. Your objection is that you can't impeach someone through the testimony of someone else. Your position is that the credibility of the report that they're relying on is important. I do think to some degree he can explore the credibility of the information that he is relying on as long as it's accurate. And so I think there is a concern regarding what the actual federal judge did find regarding Detective Keating being maybe elusive or however you want to phrase it.
Well, can I ask that question on direct? I asked no question as to his opinion of Greg Keating, either as to his credibility, as to his quality of his detective work, anything that would allow the defense to then go into specific acts and ask questions about someone's character. So what's the predicate foundation that has been laid that says I can now attack the character of somebody whose character is being somewhat assassinated here, right? He released a recording of the defendant. That is the only evidence as to what Greg Keating has done in this case, and it's a recording. So what are we worried about when it relates to
make it make sense?
His credibility.
35.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, people.
Make it make sense.
35.
Fact has come in from this case as it relates to Greg Keating, other than he published a book and he made a documentary, and that's how the 2008 recording came out to the public after he was a private citizen. There has been zero testimony about any investigation done by him, any opinion testimony about his character, his quality as a detective. None of that information has come into the courtroom. So why is it that the defense gets to just ignore the rules of evidence and start asking about specific acts of misconduct for somebody whose character hasn't even been raised?
Mr. Smith?
I think the witness opened the door, and willing to say he asked him specifically about his research. And going into this idea that he did all this research, he's testified that Greg Keating was like his BFF. I mean, the guy is working together on. I'm going to give
28. I said what I said.
The state starts asking questions that I think traipsed right into the expert.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
29, 28. I mean 28.
28 is being called.
Witness opinion.
And I sustain that objection, saying he can't give opinions about ultimately that it's something that they can lay the foundation for, that this is included in the book, and that this is his information about this person, and then they can ultimately argue that. That was my ruling.
Correct.
I don't know if that's how that
That
went
was
down.
already cool.
I think it was good. I'm just saying that what we're doing right now, though, is we're saying, okay, he's testifying as to that 2-year period, that time period in which he now gives opinions on his research. Well, one of the things that he researched, according to his testimony, that he had was the case file. I should be able to get into the veracity of that case file, where it came from, whether he completes, who gave it to him, because I think that's the details that we would get out of a detective that Detective Mogler testified.
So you're asking for completeness of the file. I think that is something that would be appropriate. What else are you asking for?
I'm asking specifically for the veracity. Meaning, look, if a detective got up on the stand and said, I received the file, right? What typically would happen is it's coming from another jurisdiction like LAPD, you get a COR that says, hey, this is the entire file. Or, like Mr. Giacomo said a few years ago, Detective Mog went down and turned every page of his discovery to match the discovery that was in the file in LAPD. We don't have that here. But this individual is testifying and saying, part of my opinion or experience in this case is the research.
Did somebody say number 10?
Yes, number 10.
Must have missed it. Okay.
Wait, I didn't say it yet.
Okay.
So the completeness of the file is ultimately relying on Detective Keating's representation that this is the full file. That's your concern.
Correct, and how the file is obtained. I think that's critical in this case, because if the file is obtained through the normal procedure, then we don't have a problem. It's a COR.
That goes back to completeness, though, Mr. Samp. I think you're somewhat circling the same issue, because you're saying if it's obtained through the normal course, you get, if we did it discovery-wise here, you get some sort of paperwork that this is the entire report, this is everything. And so at the same time, we're going back to your same issue of completeness. And I think completeness is appropriate to inquire into. How do you know this is the complete file? Would you agree with that?
I wouldn't have objected if he said, how do you know it's a complete file? And he can answer, I don't know, or whatever, but that wasn't the question that was being asked of him. The question being asked of him was accusing a detective, a former detective, character, or impugning his character for someone who's not testifying.
Understood. So obviously you can impeach him, but I think to get to the issue of completeness of the file, you can talk about how this wasn't through the regular channels. Through the regular channels, there may be some safeguards on the completeness of the file and making sure every document is turned over. You don't have those safeguards here because we're relying on what Detective Keating gave to you. Detective Keating's promoting a book. I mean, your entire theory. You can get into that. So then moving on to the other issue that sort of came up while we were at the bench. I have reviewed these emails. They were largely about scheduling and if the things that Detective Mogg was aware of during certain interviews. I didn't in any way see them to be exculpatory because they were not mentioning anybody else potentially being involved.
Number 40.
Yep, receipts entered the chat.
Receipts.
Additionally, they had nothing to do with the initial ask, which was emails between Keating and Mogg. However, I can get those to you if you think that they are relevant to your defense theory.
I think it does because once again, it highlights the need for Detective Mogg to testify in this case.
Well, at the end of the day, whoever testifies, the need is on the state, right? They get to decide who they call in their case. They get to decide how they prove their case because at the end of the day, the only question that matters is can they prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. If they don't think they can, that inures to your benefit because they can't prove their case, right? So at the end of the day, the way that they choose to prosecute this case may not be the way you choose to prosecute it, may not be, not that you're doing that, but or the way that I would choose or another prosecutor in the office would choose. But at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. It may not include Detective Mogg, it may not include Detective Keating, it may not include a lot of people.
Yes, ma'am.
So I can get you those emails. State anything further?
Well, just that I'd like him to be ordered not to go into character evidence without a proper foundation. He can't open his own door with the witness by suggesting, hey, this is what his character is, and then let me tell you why I think that.
I agree with that.
I would have to open the door to Greg Keating's character in order for them to impeach it, and I haven't.
Okay, I agree with that. Ultimately, I think we've covered this specific issue because he's going to focus more so on the completeness of the file and the way that it was obtained. But if there's another contemporaneous objection regarding that, we'll address that. But I agree with that. Okay. Emails. How do you want me to get them to you? You don't really answer your email very well, so.
I don't read well. If I could just have maybe we print it out.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can have a link sent from what we had
send the link.
to.
Right. Liz,
Ouch.
I was saying we've got a case of OCD and ADD right before our eyes. They're syncing up. It's wild. What'd you say, Star?
I forgot. What did I do?
Oh.
What did he just say? Back it up in 5 seconds. Oh, he doesn't answer his emails. The judge was like, you don't answer emails.
Right.
Ouch.
To Mr. Sam.
All right. If I could just have maybe we print it out.
We print it out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the judge gave him an eye roll with that. You don't answer emails. I'm going to go 20 eye rolls.
I can have a link sent from what we had sent to you to Mr. Sam.
Okay, sounds good.
Or to me, really.
Yeah.
So I've reviewed them. My initial in-camera review was that they weren't relevant, but at this time, because you're requesting and have sort of opened another avenue into them that I didn't realize was necessarily relevant through my initial review of the case, we'll have them disclosed through that exact same link. Okay. Of course, I can do the same. All right, we'll be in recess.
All right.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
We might actually make it through the day. Ooh, somebody's
Still
talking.
under oath, Mr. Sanford, still on cross-examination. You may proceed.
Referring you back to your previous testimony with regard to Kathy Scott, just for the jury's edification, Kathy Scott is not a detective.
Correct.
She is a reporter.
She's a journalist, yes.
She's a journalist, all right. And she wrote a book with regards to her information she had gathered as that journalist, right?
Correct.
Not her own investigation, but what she had heard on the street.
And from detectives that she talked to, yes.
Right. And so when she first published her book, fair to say what I'm holding up for you, and I want to make sure I'm accurate for the jury, this is the 3rd edition, right?
Okay.
Are you aware that Kathy Scott's first edition that was published was actually in 1997, a year after?
Something like that. It was very fast after the crime. I remember that.
And then there was an update and another update, and what I have right here is the 3rd edition.
Okay.
But with regard to that first edition, it came out a year after the shooting of Tupac.
Sounds about right.
All right. Now, your testimony has been around your research, and you had testified that you had listened to the recording of 2008.
Yes.
That recording was given to you by Greg Keating.
Correct.
Did you ever compare the 2008 recording to the 2009 recording in this case?
I do not have the 2009 recording.
Right, because Mr. Keating did not give you a 2009 recording.
Correct.
And that was not information that was public, right?
Correct.
Now, with regards to your 2008 recording, did you compare that against the 1998 recording in this case?
Was that like a federal investment? No, I did not.
And once again, Greg Katie did not give that to you because he did not have that.
I don't know if he had it or not, but he didn't give it to me.
Okay. So the proffer that you have, or at least the 2008, is a interview in which Mr. Katie was in the room.
Correct.
Along with Mr. Dupree or Detective Dupree from the LAPD.
Yes.
As well as an FBI agent.
I believe so, yes.
As well as the United States Attorney.
I believe so.
And as well as maybe somebody from the DEA.
I don't know.
Okay.
And his attorney.
And his attorney, yes. Fine. In terms of those other individuals there, do you have any reports that you can share with the jury about what any of those other agencies did after the 2008 process?
Not that I can recall now.
All right. And once again, that wasn't in the information that Mr. Kading had given to you.
Again, it might have been, but I don't recall.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this next question. You had gone through and said that you had done some research on this case. Are you aware that there was a law?
I guess since it's being used as research for documentaries and such, I think it's okay to say where they got the evidence. I mean, where they got their research from. They're using the book to show you what book they're talking about that they used to do the research. So I think it's okay here. I think.
Lawsuit by the Tupac estate against Death Row Records.
I'm not sure.
A civil lawsuit for breach of contract for royalties.
I mean, there's lots of lawsuits like that. I don't know. I can't recall.
All right. So you don't have that information for us.
Again, I don't know. I might.
That's fair. Are you aware of a lawsuit by Orlando Anderson against the Tupac estate for injuries caused in the States?
I am.
All right. Are you aware that there was a settlement in that case?
No. There was a counter lawsuit for wrongful death filed by the estate of Tupac against him, and I thought that all went away when he was killed.
No. Well, and that's what you think, right? Did you?
That's what I believe. Yeah.
You don't have research for that.
I don't think so. No.
You didn't go to the courthouse in LA County and look up the case or do anything like that.
No.
Probably should have.
Now, fair to say, though, of course, that with a civil lawsuit, there would have been what's called discovery propounded during the course of that case, right? Meaning information.
Again, I wouldn't know.
All right. You never looked into depositions taken of Mr. Orlando Anderson or anybody else for that matter.
He just told you no.
Now, in addition to that, were you aware, based upon your research, that Tupac was actually leaving death row prior to his death?
That is.
Assumes the fact, not evidence.
What's your response?
Based upon his research, Your Honor. He testified about his research for this case.
I think what Mr. DeJock was saying is that's not true.
No, I'm
You're
saying
assuming
the
a fact.
predicate of his question is assumes the fact that has yet to be established. He's asking the witness.
So in other words, it's not true, the thing he's asking.
I don't know if it's true or not, but he is assuming the fact, not evidence.
Can you lay more foundation?
Sure. In your research of your project in this case, did you ever look into the relationship between Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight?
Yes.
And during the time that you looked through that relationship, did you learn that Tupac was not happy with Suge Knight?
I did not. There's conflicting accounts about what was going on at that time, whether or not Tupac was going to leave Death Row because he was unhappy, or whether the idea was that he was going to set up his own label that would then be distributed through Death Row, and that is what Suge Knight wanted his big superstar artists to do, was to branch out, start their own companies, but with Death Row continuing to be the central company that it all flows through.
And that information you're providing to us, is that in some document somewhere?
I don't remember where I got that from.
And regarding Tupac's position here, he had finalized his 3 album in terms of his obligations to Death Row.
As I understand it, yes.
And he had also at some point started to create his own label, Mecca.
Correct, I just said.
And thank you. And with regards to that label, he actually had a book of music that he was going to take with him into that label, right?
I'm not aware of that.
And with regards to the information here, it looks like not only did Tupac fire Death Row, but safe to say that he also
Objection
fired.
assumes a fact, not an evidence.
You guys approach.
Chucky says the documentary is not really evidence as it is edited in any biased direction. What is left on the cutting room floor and it basically is someone's interpretation of the facts, not admissible. But that's what we got. Here we are, Chucky. I mean, this guy made documentaries. He did research. So here we are. I guess. Don't know. So I'm going to zoom through this little pause. Okay, we are back.
Last question I asked you was, are you aware that Tupac had fired David Kenner.
Objection against.
Are you aware if?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up here. Are you aware if Tupac had fired David Kenner?
I've heard that claimed. I don't know that for a fact.
And just for the jury's edification, David Kenner was
Oh,
Death
wow.
Row's lawyer. Correct. Are you aware if
Judge is now helping him phrase his questions. Amazing. The state's attorney has some serious tics with his beard hair. Yeah, he does, Sticky. It drives me insane. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it's really hard to watch.
Tupac had requested an audit of Death Row's books to see what money they may have taken from him?
Again, I've heard rumors of that. I've never seen any evidence of it. A lot of the questions you're asking me right now, I know are based off conspiracy theories out there about alternate theories of this. And I just would wonder if you have any evidence of that you would base your question on.
Mr.
Or if you're
Garcia,
just using questioning
you
of
can't
me.
ask him questions. He asks you
Okay, well,
questions.
that's fine. I'm just wondering.
Let's just do it by the book.
Sure, understood.
Thank you. Mr. Sam,
Witness really wants to be a lawyer. Has been called.
ask the question. He's going to give an answer, I think.
Well, let me ask you this as well, sir. Are you aware if Reggie Wright was the security company or had a security company in charge of protecting Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur? Can I just finish my question, please, sir? I know you're getting a little eager here, but at the night of
30
the
and
fight,
number 2, did you say? I don't have the list in front of me of what the words are. Objection by witness, questions by witness. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Ew.
I thought he was talking into his watch.
Did I hear that correctly? Hold on. 30 is jury has questions.
We don't have that yet.
They didn't ask questions, did they? I mean, we're not done with
We
the.
haven't made it that far. This guy's been on the stand for like a year.
A lot can happen
Oh,
in
she's
30
buying
years.
them. Are you bought?
Oh, Duh.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't see
Malamet
it either.
has bingo again. No, Liz Barnes has bingo. Wait, what's happening?
Wait,
Who
yeah,
bought
what?
them? Okay, hang on a second. Are you basing your bingo off of the being purchased, or did you have them before they were purchased? I'm just curious.
Hi, Sticky.
Sticky widget. Oh, 2 more spots. Well, oh my
Okey-dokey.
goodness. I have my favorites just bought number 2 and
Woo,
number 3.
woo.
So you can thank I have my
Fave.
favorites, aka the wrench. And it gives her bingo. We've got 3 bingos. So who called bingo first? I don't know what to do here. We got 3 bingos, but they're
Well,
all
hold on. Fave's actually paid for hers.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
That's my question.
Try bingo.
She's just going to give it away anyway. So that probably skips that. You correct me if I'm wrong, Faves.
Fave says she's gifting it to Robert Tower.
Again? This is the second one. Wait. Yeah, this is the second person who's tried to give it to Robert Tower. He was supposed to claim his first prize.
Yeah, he has not.
We don't
Not
know if
reported
he got-
in.
He had one from last week.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard from him.
So I
don't think Sticky's won, but he's a bond.
and Liz was going to give hers away too.
Okay, Malamet won last week.
And
Guys,
then
this is tricky. This one's getting tricky. We are going to have.
Faves has to pick someone unless you want him. I mean, I don't know how you want to work that with the gift certificates to give him 2, but somebody gave it to him last week, and I could probably tell you.
Okay, Malamet says she's good with giving it to Wolfgang Ricky. It's
Give it to
match.
Brando.
Yeah, it's a death match in chat over bingo.
Seriously.
Visual Devil, good to see you.
Yeah,
So
Friday in Venoms, he won. Somebody gave it to Robert Tower.
Right.
So
But he has not checked in as of yet, so his is still open. If he wants to pay it forward, he's welcome to do so. However, drive by bingo, yes. Don't get caught up in a turf war over here, folks.
yeah.
Hey, Stats, thanks for the jewels. It's a little treat. treat sounds good right now. Okay, Sticky's still here for a couple of minutes. Wolfgang, says give it to Debbie Webb. Is it just that you just don't want to receive something? What is wrong with you people? Look, I can send you a link to a gift card, and then you can give it to whoever you want.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? I just need your email address. I don't need your address. I just need your email address. All right? If that's what you guys are worried about. And was your name mentioned in vain? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Stats is laughing. Okay. So can somebody whoever decides they get it, will you please just email me so I have your email address so I can forward it?
Faves is going to send you Robert Towers information. So
okay. I'm talking right now. Well, I was talking to Wolfgang Ricky because he says he wanted to give it to Debbie Webb. And Debbie Webb's not here. So I don't know what to do.
Well, Faves is going to... Well, let's give this one here to Robert, and then we'll have to figure out the one from Friday. Do it that way, so that this way it remains clean.
Gotcha.
That will let Faves give her his, because she already has his information, and she could send it right to you.
Okay, that works for me. All right, guys, we are going to be working on full blackout. Faves, thank you so much.
Yes,
and for purchasing that for the chat. Appreciate you so much.
24 and 24 gives me life. No other way to start the day. 24 and 24 keeps it right. We don't care what they say. Love to my bastards and brothers.
Thank you, guys.
That's my favorite song ever.
It's pretty catchy. I have no truck giving you my info at Rosalind Duke. Okay. Well, I just don't know why everybody's paying it forward. So just whatever.
Everybody's generous.
Too generous.
Generous people.
Too generous. Okay.
So 2 and what did we just call it? 2 and 40. No, 2 and what? I just called it and I don't know what it was.
250624. You guys know that song?
2 and 30.
2 and 30.
Yes. All right. Full blackout, folks. To the 55 of you watching over on X, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to come over here and, have a death match over some bingo, come on over to YouTube. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We're going to get back to it. We've got just a little bit of court left. I can't believe we've made it through almost 8 hours. Oh, 7 hours. 7 hours.
The MGM that Reggie Wright Jr. had a company that was supposed to protect Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur.
Yes.
Are you aware if on that particular night, Reggie Wright had 20 to 25 either retired or off-duty police officers in a club called 666 on the night of the shooting of Tupac Shakur?
It's Club 662, and I'm not aware of the number.
You don't know?
No.
Are you aware if on the night of the shooting, there was only one individual that was with Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur by the name of Frank Alexander?
Well, one that was official security named Frank Alexander, yes.
Okay, one person.
Correct.
Bye, Sticky.
Now, in addition to that, are you aware, sir, that in the time period in which
I understand, but I object. If
then I was supposed to use it. Let me ask you this.
Great, thank you.
Yes. Do you have any information at all as to whether or not Frank Alexander had a walkie-talkie or an XL radio?
I don't know.
In addition to that, let me just go through here. You had mentioned that you read this book. I'm showing you again.
Yes.
This is my kind of just, you're very eager. But this is my copy of the Compton Street Legend, okay? You read this book?
Yes.
All right. Let me just go through the book real quick. Do you know who rapper Foxy Brown is?
Yes.
Foxy Brown is not dead.
No, she's not.
And in the book, Mr. Davis refers to Foxy Brown in the book.
Yes.
In fact, he refers to her as somebody that was in the car with Zip before Zip had asked her to get out of the car so he could have a conversation with Mr. Davis.
Correct.
And that conversation took place in the valet area of the MGM Grand.
Or was it valet or the parking area?
Well, do you want to look at the book to make sure that we're clear?
Well, I'm not sure between the book or the 2008 proffer, but it was parking lot or the valet area. I don't remember specifically where we said it was. Just outside the MGM.
All right. Your Honor, may I approach?
You may. Are you refreshing recollection? Or are
I'm
you
refreshing his recollection, Your Honor. I don't want him to read it, but just read
He didn't say he didn't remember. Oh, he did say he didn't recall which of the two accounts. Okay.
Yeah, he says, while we were waiting at the...
Hold on, no, there's no question pending yet, sir. You're so good.
You can keep calling me that, but just trying to answer your questions.
So with regards to the question is, this conversation or at least event occurred at the MGM at the valet area.
That actually is ambiguous in that book. It says while they were waiting for their cars at the valet, Zip called them over to his car. It does not state where his car is parked.
Right, so Zip could be anywhere on the property.
Correct.
Wait until I'm done with my questions. Including, it's a multi-level parking structure, right?
That's for the two.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in a parking structure.
Stat says address equals nefarious use. Emails are much better for some. Absolutely, I agree. I think that's why the gift cards work better, because I can just send you an email version of a gift card. Hey, Mary Beth, good to see you. And thanks for the 2 stats. I really appreciate that. Wake everybody up here. No napping. No napping in court.
Thank God I needed that.
Thank you so much, Stat.
It did seem a little bit lower today, so I will give it.
I turned it down. I was hoping it would work. Mary Beth, hello, and everyone. Sorry I'm late. I haven't been able to get online. Oh no, that sounds horrible. I'm sorry. Stats with the rainbow hearts. Look at that. Thank you. Robert has already selected a shirt and color. Look at that. Look at Fave's twisting arms. Not only is she the wrench, she's also the arm twister. You read that as emails are a better foursome? Uh-huh. That's the only way I do foursomes is through email.
Just saying it could have been anywhere in the parking area of the MGM Grand.
Did you verify that Foxy Brown was actually in Las Vegas on the night of the fight of September 7th, 1996?
I did not.
There's an account in here about Orlando Anderson. Do you recall reading in the book about Orlando Anderson when he arrived in Las Vegas?
I don't recall what the book said specifically.
All right. So if you would turn with me, I think to that book right there, to page 96. We're looking at page 96 of the book that you read, refresh your recollection.
The page numbers might be different here because this is the Kindle version, but let me see.
Can you just wait until I'm done with my questions, sir?
Can you stop saying that to me, man? Jeez, dude. Just having a normal conversation with you. You don't have to keep cutting me off and make me sound like an eager.
The page numbers are going to be significantly different between the Kindle and the books. You're just going to have to just approach them with the book to show them like, because the Kindle completely repeats.
Nobody else has a copy of this book. Keefe, you didn't bring one? No, just kidding. Sorry. Sorry. I think we have another copy.
Wow.
May I approach her?
Yes. Who's Tom?
Okay, page 96?
Yes. Are you aware, or to refresh my question, are you aware that in the book, when David Lane, meaning Orlando Anderson, arrives in Las Vegas, he purchases a tuxedo?
We see.
Oh.
Yes, I see that here.
And the reason why he purchased the tuxedo is because he said he saw former Major League Baseball player Barry Bonds with a badass brown Versace tuxedo. So David Lane decided he wanted to buy the same tuxedo, right?
Yes.
Are you aware of the whereabouts of Barry Bonds on the night of, or the day of, September 7th, 1996?
I'm not.
You didn't look into that?
No.
Now, in addition to that, on that same page, sir, are you aware that in the book, Mr. Davis says he rents 3 rooms on the same floor at the Caesars Palace?
Yes.
Did you ever verify whether or not he had actually rented any rooms at all at the Caesars Palace on September 7th, 1996?
There would be no way to verify that.
That's a yes or no answer?
No.
Okay. Now, in addition to that, he mentions his purchase. We'll keep it on the same page. You're fine.
I got it.
Page 96. Mr. Davis says that he goes to the Versace store, and while he's there, he purchases himself a $3,000 blue suit with white pinstripes and some additional Crocs, I guess, or shoes from the Gucci store and a white shirt. Call that?
Yes.
Did you at any point ever determine whether or not Mr. Davis actually owned a $3,000 blue suit with white pinstripes?
No.
Now, page 97. Mr. Davis says he sat on the second row of the fight, not far from some of the celebrities. Do you have any proof at all in your research or your investigation as a citizen in this case indicating that Mr. Davis sat on any row in the fight?
No.
Turn with me if you could. Page 92. There are two pictures that are there. You see those pictures?
Yes, sir.
The picture to the left there underneath the caption reads, "Me and my sister at the fight." Do you know who it is that's standing next to what proposes to be Mr. Davis?
I don't.
Do you know when that picture was taken?
I don't.
And do you know where that picture was taken?
I don't.
All right. Now over to the right, you have another picture underneath that says, "Me and my nephew, Baby Lane." You see that picture? Do you know when that picture was taken?
No.
All right. And with regard to that picture, fair to say the two individuals that are standing there look like they're wearing some type of overcoat. Is that right?
Yes.
And hats.
Yes.
And informal wear with suits and ties.
Yes.
In your review of what Mr. Caden had sent to you, did you ever review any of the surveillance video from MGM?
Yes.
Did you at any point see any individuals that were dressed exactly like these two individuals in your review of the MGM surveillance?
Not that I can recall.
All right. And fair to say that once again, based upon your research, that September in Las Vegas would be a relatively hot month.
Correct.
Now, in addition to that, you had.
Can I say that this is not, he does not claim that this is a picture of him at the fight on September 7th, does he?
So you're the one that's you've got the review there.
It says me and my nephew, Baby Lane.
Correct. And just to make sure we're clear, the jury can look at that photograph later. So
okay, sure.
That's fine. Okay. And once again, you just didn't do any research on that at all, did you?
I did. This is not how Baby Lane is dressed in the video at the MGM Grand, so that's clearly not from that night.
All right. Now, in addition to that, you had also reviewed this idea that they were waiting at Club 662, and at some point they decided they're going to leave and go back to where they were supposed to come from, right? Is that yes?
Yes.
No. Is that back to the Caesar's Palace?
They were going back to the Strip.
They were going back to the Strip.
Yes.
And they were going back to have fun.
Correct.
Now, they stopped, right, to get liquor, and it seems like Mr. Davis is very specific about his liquor. He wants to buy some Dom Perignon, some Dom Perignon Rosé, and Cristal. You know those particular alcoholic beverages?
I'm familiar, yes.
All right. Now, let me ask you this. Where does he go to buy the liquor?
Are you talking about, do you want me to quote what's in the book?
So it's on page 103. Review of the page 103 helps refresh your recollection as to where he bought the liquor.
That's the worry about it is what he said in the book, yes. Liquor barn.
Okay. Can you tell us where in Las Vegas in 1996 there was a liquor barn?
Actually, I did do the research on this, and there was a liquor barn at Flamingo, and I'm trying to remember it's the exact place, but it was off of Flamingo, and I can't remember the exact street, but I actually did do the research on that.
Are you from Las Vegas?
I'm not.
Have you ever lived in Las Vegas at any given moment?
No, sir.
And when you said you did the research, what research did you do to verify? Wait, let me finish, sir. It's all right. You're eager. I get it. What did you?
Can you please stop badgering me, man? Like,
Okay.
it's ridiculous.
It's up to him to object. I understand that you are the one. You feel it's up, that it's up to Mr. DiGiacomo.
To the commentary, first of all. Second of all, it sounded like to me he had finished his question, and then as soon as Mr. Dorsey goes to answer, he then cuts him off and says, "Oh, let me finish." Mr. Sam should ask a question, allow him to answer, and we can knock off with the.
We're going to strike the commentary. You may proceed with asking questions.
I'm trying to be very respectful to you, sir, and I would really appreciate
Okay.
if you would.
There's no question pending for you. Hey, I got it.
Okay.
No question pending. You ask questions, you answer. Thank you, guys.
What research did you do to verify that there was a liquor bar in Las Vegas?
I can't remember now, but I think.
Once again, I'm not done with my question, sir.
I'm sorry, you just asked it. You're repeating the question. I apologize. Go ahead.
Who'd have thought Judges Annoyed would have made it to round two, because it
What
never came up
information
in
did you
round one.
pull or research did you conduct
Week one,
to
I mean.
indicate that in 1996 in September there was a liquor bar in Las Vegas?
As I recall, I think I looked up old news articles and looked for advertisements, and I maybe even found one that was like currently at that location to show that it was still there, that it had been there up until very recently. And it lined up with where he said it was.
Did you ever conduct a investigation of the Secretary of State website to indicate whether or not there was ever a liquor bar in Nevada?
No.
Did you ever look up licensing in Clark County with regards to whether or not there was ever a liquor bar in Nevada in 1996?
No.
Just the newspaper articles?
Yes.
Now, in addition to that, there was some discussion here in the book, once again on page 103, about certain individuals that were in the van that Mr. Davis says.
Why would
that
you
he was
advertise
planning
for a
to transfer
liquor?
over to the vehicle. You remember that?
A liquor store if there wasn't a liquor store? That doesn't make any sense. So he found the ads, but didn't do the other research. Okay, got it.
See again?
There's information about individuals that were in a van that followed what is the vehicle that Mr. Davis was in. Do you recall who was in that vehicle in the van?
I'm reading from the book here. Yeah, he wrote C. Ray, who's Corey Edwards, who he lists as one of his top salesmen. His cousin Trey and BMF's Big Meech out of Detroit.
Are you aware that BMF's Big Meech out of Detroit is still residing in Detroit?
I'm not familiar with where he's located.
Did you at any point do any type of research or private investigation on your own to interview Mr. Meech, Big Meech out of Detroit to see if this was true?
No.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Fair to say that in this book, Mr. Davis talks a little bit about his exploits in Compton, right?
Yes.
And he talks about his work that he was doing as a drug dealer.
Yes.
Now, during the time period of your research, are you aware that shortly after the shooting of Tupac Shakur in September of 1996, that there were search warrants executed throughout Compton of different houses in Compton?
Yes.
And those houses included Mr. Davis's house, right?
Yes.
And it's his family house as well as another house that he resided in as well, right?
I believe there were two houses next door to each other, yes.
There was a third house on California Street. Are you aware of that house?
I'm not aware of the entire list of addresses that they raided.
Okay, but once again, we're just relying on your research here. Now, in terms of your research, fair to say that in the searches of those houses, you don't ever find a .40 caliber gun, right?
I actually don't know that for a fact.
Okay. And in terms of the searches of those houses, we don't find any information that would say that Mr. Davis was actually in Las Vegas on the night of September 7th, 1996.
I'm not aware.
That would be something for another detective, right?
Sure.
Do you know who the detective would be that would testify to that?
I don't.
Kind of my
Compton
feelings
police
too.
detectives, but I'm not sure.
I think it would be really difficult to figure out what part of it connects. I mean, you can try to say like the most consistent part of the story, I guess, but I mean, this guy just lies a lot for no reason.
Sure.
Now, are you aware that Mr. Davis said at some point that he was moving about 300 kilos a month of cocaine out of Compton?
Yes.
In your research at all about the search warrants that were executed in Compton, was there any indication at all of money found in Mr. Davis's home or any of the houses that he was associated with?
I can't recall that.
You can't recall it because you don't know?
I don't know.
Now, in addition to that, I want to make sure I'm clear here. There's a picture here that's on page 30. It looks like a Pop Warner picture, maybe something like that. Football picture?
Yes.
Okay. Is this true?
Is this true that it's a Pop Warner football picture?
Well, is it a picture of Suge Knight and Mr. Davis?
I believe so. I used to be able to find Suge on here, but I'm not sure if I could now.
Okay, well, what about my client?
Again, I don't know.
Well, in addition to that, are you aware at all about the photograph that's taken on page 12 of the book?
Only in that it's in the book.
Okay. Now, page 11, once again, tells the reader of the book that he's running a multi-million-dollar nationwide drug empire. That's at the bottom of the line. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you have any proof of that?
Actually, yes. I've interviewed 3 former Compton gang unit detectives, and across the board, they told me that Keefe D was a high-level drug trafficker, and that basically by the 90s, they rarely saw him on the streets anymore because he was effectively too big for them. They were only running into his soldiers at that point.
Okay, so you're telling us something that somebody else said. Who are the detectives?
I interviewed Bobby Ladd and Reggie Wright Sr. and Ray Richardson.
Are you aware that Reggie Wright Sr. was a member of the Compton Police Department?
Yes, sir.
And are you aware that in 2000, the Compton Police Department was dissolved because it was corrupt?
Objection. That's a simple fact, not evidence.
Can you rephrase? Are you aware that they were dissolved?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure. Let me ask you this then. With regards to the Compton Police Department, are they currently Compton Police Department as of today?
No, sir.
Why not?
Well, there's conflicting accounts of why it was shut down. And I believe it may have been 2002. I don't know if it was 2000. But the city said that it was corrupt and they were shutting it down for corrupt reasons. Of course, if you talk to the police that were there, it was their contention that City Hall was corrupt and they didn't want the police department investigating them. And then once they shut down, the Las Vegas Sheriff's Department took over policing for the city of Compton. They took over the contract. And I know that many of those Compton police officers were just immediately hired by the LA Sheriff's Department and continued to work in Compton.
Now, in terms of your evidence here today, or the things that you have, fair to say that what you're telling us is basically based upon what other people have told you?
Sure.
Do you have any physical evidence that we can look at to help us determine whether or not Mr. Davis was actually in Las Vegas on the night?
Hearsay has entered the chat.
And with regards to the raids in this case, and I want to make sure I did not miss this point, were there any indication at all of very expensive $6,000 suits in any of his homes?
So I can't recall because the search warrant and the return on the search warrant is literally dozens and dozens of pages long, just lists after lists after lists of guns, ammunition, jewelry that were seized from these. I mean, it was something like 30 some addresses, I think. Like 2/3 of them, I think, were actually Piru blood addresses. The other third were Crips. I can't recall from memory. I don't have a photographic memory of every single item that was recovered, so I can't answer that question.
All right, but fair enough. Your research is targeting towards Mr. Davis, but in terms of your recollection, you don't recall what was actually in his homes.
Off the top of my head, I don't recall that, no.
And that information would be better served by a member of Compton Police Department?
Sure, they could probably do that. But again, if it's 30 years ago, they would probably need to be given a heads up so they can look it up before they come here.
And just one final point, and then I'll just let you go. Your testimony here is that.
Yeah, you could do that research now really quick with AI, but yeah, I can only imagine it would be very daunting, especially if you're working alone.
Hey, Ross, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Let me back up here and make sure I'm clear. In your review of the Death Row Chronicles book, is there anything at all in your reading of the book? And once again, you tell me, you read every page of that book, right?
Death Row Chronicles book?
Yeah. The one by Greg Cady?
Murder Rap book.
I'm sorry, Murder Rap. Yeah, there you go. Did you read this book?
Yes, sir.
Cover to cover?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything at all in the book that says that, you know what, I don't know for sure if anything in this book is true or not, take it for, you know, like a buyer beware or reader beware in this book?
I don't recall. It's been many years since I read it.
Now, what about the Captain Scott book and any of its editions? Did you ever recall anything in here that says buyer beware, reader beware of what's in this book?
Same answer. It's been years since I read it. I don't know.
Okay. How about the Compton Street Legend book? Do you have anything at all in here that would indicate to the reader that, hey, we can't verify the information in this book?
I don't recall.
Okay. If you turn with me inside this book to the table of contents, see that? And on the left-hand side, there is a portion that's in there, correct?
Yes.
And in that portion, does it say that even though the authors and publishers have made every effort to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the information contained in this book, we assume no responsibilities for errors, inaccuracies, omissions, or any inconsistency herein?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't read that in any of those other books, right?
Again, I don't recall. It's just typical legalese disclaimer.
Do you know how much Mr. Davis was paid for his interviews with the project that you're on?
Death Row Chronicles?
Yes.
No, sir.
And fair to say that would have been a contract between himself and the company that you were working for as an independent contractor?
It could have been a contract between him and BET. Typically, talent contracts are with the channel, not necessarily the production company. So I don't know.
Hey there, Jason. How are you?
You don't have any further questions?
Redirect Mr. Tajaka.
Just briefly, Mr. Sanft started out talking about you providing your recordings to us. Did somebody have to authorize that for you to release those to us?
Yes.
And who had to authorize it?
So a attorney at Paramount Pictures, which owns BET Network, authorized it. And then the head of Creature Films, which is the production company, also authorized it, both to me in writing and an email.
Now, Mr. Sanft asked you a bunch of questions about the liquor barn at Maryland at Flamingo, or you said Flamingo, you can remember the street. Were you aware if Lee's Liquor used to call itself Lee's Liquor Barn before they got a trademark infringement?
I'm not sure.
How would he be aware?
I'm just wondering. Okay. Mr. Sanft's allowed to ask every question on earth. Just add an if. Were you?
I can't remember if that's how I discovered that or not.
Are you aware that even today, if there's a liquor locker at Flamingo in Maryland?
Yes, I think that's how I first tipped onto the fact that there was a liquor store in the region or the area where Keefe described.
Now, Mr. Sant asked you if you had ever tried to confirm that Foxy Brown was in Vegas.
Right.
Are you aware if Foxy Brown's real name is Inga Marchand?
Yes.
Are you aware if Inga Marchand was even present at Biggie Smalls' murder?
She was, yes.
Has relevance, Your Honor, and lead?
What's your response, Mr. DeJacmo?
I don't think it was. I said, are you aware if? So of course it's not leading by definition.
Okay, so it's not leading. What about the relevance?
Well, I'm about to ask him a relevant question about Inga Marchand.
I'll overrule. I'll give you a little bit of leeway to establish your relevance. Go ahead.
Have you ever tried to interview Inga Marchand?
I have not.
Are you aware of how many detectives had ever tried to interview Inga Marchand?
I am not aware. At least for the Tupac case, I know that they tried to reach her for the Biggie case.
In the book in there, Mr. Davis, does he discuss his proffer that took place in 2008?
In the book?
Yes.
I can't remember off.
Go to the second to last chapter here. I can do it in Exhibit 127 here. Sorry, I gotta get to the pages. Does he have a chapter entitled "We Know"? And on this exhibit, it is page 120 out of 145.
Yes.
And if you briefly review, I don't know, maybe the first 4 or 5 paragraphs.
Yes, sir.
Have you got to the part yet where he talks about the decision to go down and speak with the police about this event?
Not quite yet. 1 second. Yeah, it's a few pages in, it looks like.
Yeah, you can keep reading, but that paragraph is talking about that subject matter. Is that fair?
Yes.
Or that chapter, I should say.
Correct, yes. The task force and how they got him.
There were questions about what you could and couldn't confirm from Mr. Davis's story with the file that you had. Do you remember those questions?
Say again?
There were questions asked by Mr. Sant about, did you confirm this or did you confirm things from the 2008?
Yes, sir.
Well, let me ask you this. Were many of the things he said in his proffer confirmed by the Biggie Smalls case file?
Yes.
In fact, had Corey Edwards in 2006 given a statement to police?
Correct. He gave a statement to Detectives Greg Kading and Tim Brennan.
Finally, going back to that 2008 statement, I just want to make sure we're clear that as far as you know, the first time the word sea breeze or sea bring the girls in the car, the actual model of the car came from Mr. Davis.
Objection, Your Honor.
Say yes or no. Overruled.
In the 2008 proffer?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Recross.
Sir, just based upon your investigation as a civil investigator in this case, did you ever speak with Suge Knight?
No.
No further questions.
Anything further based on that, Mr. DeJacmo? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for this witness? Okay. All right. Thank you for being with us for these 2 days.
No
Mr. Garcia, you are excused.
The jury.
You're welcome. Will he be subject to recall, or is he released from the subpoena?
No, let's keep him subject to recall, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Anybody else to present today, Mr. DeJacmo?
No, Judge.
All right. So then we are going to recess for the evening. At this time, you're admonished you are not to talk or converse amongst yourselves or with anyone else on any subject connected to the trial, or read, watch, or listen to any report or commentary on the trial of any person connected with this case by any medium of information, including without limitation, newspaper, television, the internet, and radio, or form or express any opinion on any subject connected with the trial until the case is submitted to. We'll see you guys back here
Oh, wait, what time?
at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Please rise.
Ooh, so today was a long day too. That's not good. We're never going to catch up. We're never going to catch up. Oy, goodness. Wow. Okay, folks, you guys have been hanging out all day listening to court with us. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the jewels and for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. You've been fantastic, and playing along bingo with us has been fun. But where would you guys like to go? Where would you like to go? We've got Cyber Chick is on live. We've got What You Doing, Willis.
Where would you like to go?
And Rat House Media. They're live celebrating their 10K. Is on live. We've got What You Doing, Willis. I'm hearing myself in the background somewhere.
Thank you, Liz. Excuse me. Guilty.
50 Jules, a laughing disco ball. You guys are awesome.
I ran back because I realized it was ending, so I was like, let me just go back and then I'll feed them.
Gotcha. So yeah, I am not able to watch tomorrow. So if anybody wants to pick up the stream tomorrow, it would be fantastic. Just let me know. And
so there's no Venom and there's no you tomorrow.
I cannot tomorrow. I might be able to pop on. Let's see, if it was 9 a.m. their time would make it 11 o'clock our time. I might be able to make it around 1:30 or 2. So,
okay. So that means me or you, Kazi.
I think he stepped away as well.
Okay. So I'll set it up.
Okay.
For me, and we'll take it from there.
Right. Looks like we've got a request to go to Cyber Chick, so we'll go to Cyber Chick.
Excellent choice.
Yeah. Make sure I watch Jeremy's latest video on what happened in court today. I will do that, Cynthia. I will catch up on all things What the Hales after we leave here. I have my bonus kids are coming over for dinner, so got to go take care of that. Oh my goodness, it's already 6 o'clock. I guess we'll be.
Yeah, it'll be good for the watch hours. That's true.
Absolutely, yeah. So it'd be good for Star. She needs some extra watch hours. All right, so I've got you guys set up to go over to say hi to Cyber Chick Boston. Say hi. If it's not your jam, that's okay. Just do the YouTube things and then go on about your business. There is no shizzy tonight, so there you have it.
Thank you all for being here. It's been great.
I don't want to abandon Kazi. He's off.
He's all right. Boot him out.
All right, folks. Thank you so much. And we will see you tomorrow for sure on either Star or Kazi's or both. We'll see. Might see you later in the evening. Never can tell.
In the tubes.
And as always, see you in the tubes.
One click and you're down the rabbit hole deep, where the timeline's fractured and the logic goes to sleep. Everybody's famous for 15 minutes of pure chaos, then the algorithm serves you 3 more just because. Oh, the crazy characters you run into on YouTube, from the basement prophet to the over-caffeinated youth. They're wild, they're loud, they're living in their own cartoon. Welcome to the YouTube Zoo. And the show never ends, so hit that subscribe button soon. And don't forget to smash that like if you've ever argued with a stranger about whether water is wet.
Buy the merch.
Buy the damn merch.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.